serving fans throughout the Midwest and even more around the world. This is the Show Me Sports Network. The following is an exclusive broadcast property presentation of the Show Me Sports Network and is a high-fidelity all-digital broadcast. This broadcast is copyright of the Show Me Sports Network for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this broadcast without the Show Me Sports Network's written consent is prohibited.
Take on your Jefferson City Renegades in a ball game that both these two teams obviously very familiar with each other in a Meek League contest. As we said, it is rather warm here as we are just a couple days shy of getting through the heat index, but today one of those days as well, so the players are going to have to be extra cautious, drink their water, stay hydrated. We will as well up here in the press box in the broadcast booth. But we've got everything covered up best we can. But, you know, it's a hot day when everything's already overheated and you literally just got on the broadcast. We're 2 minutes in and everything's already super hot. So we will have a dance studio performing here as they have come out today. Again, they picked about the hottest day of the year to go. At least temperature-wise, it feels about the hottest. It's maybe not exactly the hottest. I think it was a little hotter on Saturday, but it is still a warm day nonetheless. But you know what? It has brought out quite a few fans as people still continuing to file in here at the ballpark. But we're going to be ready for baseball coming up here in just a few minutes. We will be ready to go. We'll go through the lineups of other pregame activities. We'll also tell you how the standings look for the Meek League. Renegades in the middle of the pack, and for the Mustangs, they are at the top of the pack as they sit at a 12-1 record overall. They played 19 games, but they have a 12-1 record in the Mink League for the Renegades. They sit at 8-9 overall on the Mink League season. They have Renegades have played 2 non-league games. They sit 10-19 overall, but 8-9 in the Mink League. As other games going around on the Mink League scoreboard here tonight, too. Of course, the Sedalia Bombers, they are hosting the Carroll Merchants, as that will be at Sedalia. That game will be carried Easton D'Amelia having the broadcast call of that. So he will be in Sedalia covering that game. Of course, our game here with the Renegades and the Mustangs matching up. Veda Griffins at home hosting the Clarinda A's. They will have that game. All these are 7 o'clock first pitch times. And then the Chillicothe Mudcats, they're in a non-league game here tonight as they are hosting Kirksville. So don't know what team it is. It just says Kirksville, so not sure which Kirksville team it is or who's playing, but we just know it happens to be Kirksville. So that's all we know on that. But those will be the three league and 1 non-league games here tonight that we will have. Of course, as I said, Easton D'Amelia having the coverage of the Bombers and Merchants matching up in Sedalia. And then we've got the game here of the Renegades and Mustangs matching up, as also joined tonight by Tom Collins. And Tom, we're getting a little pregame entertainment here. We don't normally see this, but these dancers are doing a great job out here.
Yes, they are, putting on their best Blues Brothers impersonations. Sam Daver sings Soul Man in the background. And yeah, just to show you, you know, the St. Joe's Mustangs, the perennial big dogs in the Mink League, they come in 12-1. If the playoffs were to start today, the Renegades would be in as the 4th seed, but they want to try to make up some ground and try to get that league record to 9-9 to 500. Take that first step. As we get into the dog days, we got a lot of baseball coming up this week, as they have played rather well recently. Winners of 4 of their last 5, I believe.
Yeah, they've won 4 of the last 5, as you said. We had the day off yesterday. And then, of course, St. Joe here tonight. Tomorrow and Wednesday, the Carroll Merchants come to town. Then on the road at Nevada on Thursday. And then back home for the Bombers here on Friday. Then a non-league game, the Kansas City Monarchs come to town on the 28th. That'll be on Saturday. That's a 6 o'clock first pitch. Everything else is at 7 o'clock. day off on Sunday, and then we go back to Iowa for the Clarinda A's matchup on Monday and Tuesday. That's next Monday and Tuesday, and then finish off on Wednesday at Carroll taking on the Merchants before non-league game on Thursday against the Nemo Naturals. We'll have the 4th of July off right back here on Saturday. That is the 5th, hosting the Nevada Griffins. So, as we said, lots of baseball left to be played. A whole lot of home games here coming up for the Renegades, as looking to get above 500 and move up league standings. As we said, they're sitting 4th right now. The Mustangs sit atop at 12-1. The A's sit at 10-3 in second. Third place belongs to the Mudcats at 7-6. Then the Renegades in 4th at 8-9. The Griffins at 7-11. And then last two spots are the Merchants and Bombers, 6-12 for the Merchants, 4-11 for the Bombers. We're going to take a look at your starting lineups, brought to you by Cassandra Gasaway, Mary Kay Independent Beauty Consultant.
Seeking to express your unique style? How about healthier, clear skin? Look no further than Mary Kay. For more than 60 years, Mary Kay has been offering a wide range of high-quality makeup and skincare products that empower you to shine and stand out in any setting. From luscious lipsticks to vibrant eyeshadows, flawless foundations to glowing highlights, moisturizing serum to blemish and acne regimens, Mary Kay's got you covered. If you don't have a Mary Kay beauty consultant, then I've got you covered. To get your best skin, call me, Cassandra Gasaway, today at 417-684-2667 or visit at marykay.com/Cassandra Gasaway.
Taking a look at the starting lineups, as taking a look at the St. Joseph Mustangs, again 12-1 on their season. They will start in left field, Logan Miller. Batting second will be center fielder Darius Freeman. Designated hitter batting third is Braden Lucart. The third baseman batting fourth is Dom Felix. Batting fifth at second base will be Jack Mosh. The shortstop batting sixth is Chris Coy. The catcher batting seventh is Easton Filippi. The first baseman batting eighth is Parker Griffith. The right fielder batting ninth is Jaden Little. And pitching will be Cade Perkins. For the Renegades, again, Renegades sit at 8-9. They will start in right field. Batting leadoff is P.J. Green. In center field batting second is Braden O'Neill. Batting third at third base is Alex DiGiacinto. Batting fourth at second base is Ethan Milius. The designated hitter batting fifth is Maddox Meyer. Shortstop batting sixth, Bachman. Catching batting eighth is Ben Miller. In left field batting ninth is Tyler Tao. And pitching is Jackson Ford. 8-1 on theirs, as it is a hot night here at historic Vivian Park. It is Military Appreciation, Military Monday as well. So, starting lineups again brought to you by Cassandra Gasaway, Mary Kay Independent Beauty Consultants. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back, get you set for first pitch as you are tuned in to exclusive broadcast coverage of Jefferson City Renegades here on the Show Me Sports Network.
We are State Tech. We are hands-on education. When you choose the #1 two-year college in the country, you know you will be ready for your career. That's why at State Tech we say, from the classroom to your career, we are the employer's choice. We are State Tech.
Hi, I'm retired Army Sergeant Trent Dirks, and I want to tell you about an organization that saved and changed my life forever. Retrieving Freedom provides highly trained service dogs to veterans with disabilities and children with autism, absolutely free of charge, thanks to the generous donations and support from people just like you. Experts from Retrieving Freedom help throughout the entire process, from fostering programs through service dog placement. Retrieving Freedom gave me the skilled service dog Tracer, who has been my best friend in my lifeline. To find out more about how you can get involved, volunteer, foster, or to donate, visit their website, retrievingfreedom.org. Retrieving Freedom, changing lives through the training and placement of service dogs for veterans with disabilities and children with autism.
At the Tin Roof Monogram and Gift, we know a gift is more than a box or a bag with a pretty bow. A gift is the lifetime of love that you share. It's friends who grow as close as family. It's moments and milestones, both big and small. Whether receiving or giving, a gift brings joy and happiness. That's why, since 2018, we've made it easier to gift for those you love. Stop by the Tin Roof Monogram and Gift at 108 Corporate Lake Drive in Columbia, or call 573-443-4438. Let us help you find that perfect gift for every occasion.
Creating custom, handcrafted woodworking projects has never been easier. Become a member of Sawdust Studios and enjoy 24/7 access to a woodworker's paradise. Outfit with industry-leading professional-grade tools, Sawdust Studios offers endless woodworking possibilities. Don't have woodworking experience? No problem, as Sawdust Studios offers affordable classes from a community of woodworkers, experienced designers, and master craftsmen. Youth classes are also offered for those junior woodworkers. For more information, search Sawdust Studios on Facebook or find them online at sawdust247.com. Sawdust Studios, your community woodshop.
First pitch has been thrown here at the ceremonial first pitch, as that means we're just about ready to begin play of our own, as we will take a break here. First pitch being brought to you by Easy Smith Homes, Remax, Boone Realty.
Are you in the market to buy your first home? Maybe it's time to buy some acreage. How about invest in a new space for your growing business? No matter the need, your trusted partner in real estate is me, Izzy Smith of Izzy Smith Homes, Remax Boone Realty. I believe real estate is more than just bricks and mortar. It's the cornerstone of our lives. It's where memories are made and dreams are realized. Choosing me as your realtor, you're getting a professional, dedicated advocate who will work tirelessly to make your real estate dreams a reality. Give me a call today at 573-876-2873 or visit izzysmithhomes.com. Izzy Smith Homes, Remax Boone Realty, your hometown realtor working harder for you.
Just about time for first pitch here, as again, first pitch brought to you by Easy Smith Homes, Remax Boone Realty. Throw down to second means we are ready to go, as getting the start on the mound here for the Renegades, Jackson Fort, a 6', 205-pound junior right-handed hurler from Columbia College. He hails from Columbia. So leading things off, this will be left fielder in Logan Miller. He will step in and lead things off here, as we are just about ready to begin play, as it is a warm one here. It says 90 degrees, but feels like 98 here at historic Ernie Vivian Field. As Fork looks in, he'll deliver home as we are underway. First pitch is low ball one. As first pitch brought to you by Izzy Smith Homes, Remax Boone Realty. As we said, it is a warm one here at the ballpark. That pitch, that one in there for strike one. So count evens at 1 ball, 1 strike. Next delivery, there's going to be a bouncing ball, as that will get through into right field. That will be a leadoff single for Miller.
Now batting number 5, Darius Freeman.
So obviously center fielder Darius Freeman stepping in. Freeman will step in here. He'll step in left-hand side of the plate. So Fork looks back in, has a runner on first base with nobody out here as we play in the top of the first inning. That sun cannot get down behind the tree line quick enough.
No, it cannot. It is so much more comfortable out here when that sun peaks behind the trees. Probably about the third inning or so, we'll be starting to feel it much nicer.
Next delivery, there's going to be a bouncing ball right back to Fork. He'll throw to second for one. They throw, not in time. At first, as it is high, it goes into the dugout. So they'll have one out, but that should advance the runner with a dead ball on an errant throw. To second.
Now batting number 36, Braden Lucard.
So that will be the designated hitter in Braden Lucard.
That was a nice, should have been a routine double play ball on the grounder back to Fork. He made the great throw to accurate throw to short. I think Vonderhaar hurried just a little bit.
I pitched that one in there, strike one.
Because it might, just because of the speed of the runner, may have forced a kind of a high throw, went into the dugout.
So count sits. Fork looking back in. He'll look at second. Now he'll deliver home. There's going to be a ball lifted into right field. Green working over. He will not make the grab. As just over his head, he will throw to second right field.
Now batting number 25, Dom Felix.
So now this will be third baseman. So already the Mustangs in position here trying to put up runs first.
And I believe they have been a pretty dominant offensive club thus far in the Mink League. They've been putting up lots of runs.
First pitch, that one a little low, ball one.
And not giving up any, and that's a recipe. And that's the reason why they're 12-1 in league play, 17-2 overall.
So count sits, 1 ball, no strikes. Fork looking back in, has 2 on with 1 out. He'll kick, deliver home. There's going to be a ball. That one lifted into right field. Green will try to make the diving grab. He cannot get there, as that'll be to the fence, score 2 runs, as it'll be a 2 RBI double for Felix, as he will be standing at second base. Laid out for it, but unable to get there, as that one just a well-hit ball to right field. So now this will be Jack Mosh stepping in. Mosh steps in, 1 out on the board. Mustangs already have a 2-0 lead. First pitch. That one is in there, strike 1. So Mosh will be down in the count at 0-1. There's going to be a ball fouled off. So count will go 0-2. So count sits, no balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, 1 runner on rather. 2 runs have been plated here by the Mustangs. Oh, 2 delivery. There's going to be a pitch slice foul the other way, so we'll stay at an 0-2 count.
Hey, fans, we return those foul balls to the entrance.
So count sits, still at 0-2.
By spinning the big wheel. So don't forget to return those foul balls for a prize. That foul ball is brought to you by All-American Dental.
And we play here in the top of the first inning. Forks, 0-2 delivery, a little low. So count sits 1-2. On 2 delivery. Swing and a miss. 4 out. So now this will be. So Coy will step in. So this will be Johnny Coy's nephew. Johnny Coy, longtime head coach for the Mustangs. There's going to be a bouncing ball, chopped foul. Over to Coy on third base side. It's his nephew. His kids are like babies. Yeah, they're like babies. So count sits, no balls, 1 strike. Next delivery, that one a bit outside. So now we're even 1-1. So count sits, 1 ball, 1 strike. Fork looking back in. Again, 2 outs on the board, but the Mustangs have plated 2 already. That one is going to be in the dirt. Runner will take third. So count sits, 2 balls, 1 strike. Fork looking back in. 2-1 delivery. There's going to be a ball lifted into the outfield. Towel works to his left. He'll range underneath it. He will make the grab for out number 3. in the inning. 2 runs on 3 hits, 1 error, 1 left on the base path. We will go to the bottom of the first inning. Renegades trail my 2-0 score. We'll take a quick break and we'll be back as you're tuned in to exclusive broadcast coverage of Renegades baseball here on the Show Me Sports Network.
Riverville Christian Academy has been providing a strong biblical foundation and academic excellence within a Christian environment to students for more than 16 years. Located in Jefferson City, Riverville Christian Academy offers kinder prep through 8th grade. Riverville Christian Academy's primary goal is the discipleship of the next generation to impact the world for Christ. Average class sizes are just 16 students, with the student body composed of families from over 30 area churches. Kinder prep offerings include 3 and 5 full-day sessions, with kindergarten offering a half-day and full-day program. To find out more about Riverville Christian Academy, call them at 573-634-3983.
Last Sentinel Firearms is your federally licensed and registered Type 7 FFL manufacturer dealer in Missouri, providing quality products to all types of sports enthusiasts, law enforcement, and individuals across the nation. Orders are currently being fulfilled, offering custom-built pistols and rifles from the AR platform made right here in Missouri. Visit their website at lastsentinelfirearms.com or call them at 417-684-7202 to find out what they've got for you. Last Sentinel Firearms, you are your last line of defense. We go here to the bottom of the first inning. Renegades trail by 2-0 score. As again getting the start is Cade Perkins getting the start for the Mustangs. He comes in here, get a couple practice tosses, then we'll be set to begin play. Again, the Renegades trailing 2-0. Those 2 runs on 3 hits for the Mustangs. So P.J. Green, the right fielder, will lead things off. He's 6'2", 195-pound freshman from Tyrone, Georgia. He is a University of Missouri Tiger. We'll throw down a second, and we'll be ready to begin play. So again, Green gets the leadoff spot. Green will step in here. So he's looking to continue his multi-game hit streak. He's starting to do quite well at the plate for the Renegades. First pitch, that one a bit high, ball 1. So count sits 1 ball, no strikes. Perkins looking back in. 1-0 delivery. That one in there for strike 1. So count evens at 1-1. There's going to be a ball sliced foul. So that sits 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strike count as I'll toss that baseball out, get another one. Said that one doesn't feel right. Maybe all the hits have come out of it at this point. So count sits 1 ball, 2 strikes. Perkins looking back in. There's going to be a ball lifted into center field as Freeman runs in. He will make the grab. 1 up and 1 down. So now this will be center fielder and Braden O'Neill. O'Neill, 5'10", 185-pound sophomore from Avaz, Missouri. He is a Columbia College sophomore. So he'll step in here. With 1 out on the board, Renegades wearing their new this season military camo, military appreciation jerseys.
They're actually really sharp jerseys.
First pitch, that one in there for strike 1. Got the blue and it's kind of an off gray digital camo. The Renegades across the front in the blue and gold trim. O'Neill shows bunt, pulls it back for ball 1. It's the blue with the gold trim on the back for the numeral. That's Rowdy on the sleeve with the flag on the back.
And St. Joseph in their traditional red and white jerseys with St. Joseph and the Mustang on the top, white numerals on the back, gray pants. The cap logo looks a little new. It's black with the STJ interlocking on the in a unique font.
1-2 delivery swung on and missed for out number 2. It's kind of the stacked formation on there. So now this will be Alex DiGiacinto, the third baseman. He's 6 foot, 190-pound freshman at Missouri S&T. He's a Richmond Hill, Ontario, Canada native. He is getting his, maybe not his first taste, but a taste of Missouri summers. Is that pitch in there for strike 1?
I talked to him earlier in the season. He said he was ready for it.
Well, that's what somebody would say if they haven't lived in the
true.
Midwest their whole life. 0-1 delivery. There's going to be a ball. That's a single into right field as DiGiacinto will be standing at first base. Now this will be Ethan Milius, the second baseman. He's 6'3", 180-pound freshman at Lindenwood. He's a Fulton, Missouri native. I think that'd be very similar as if I said, I was excited to go to Canada to get the cold winter.
Yeah.
But if you're from there, you probably may not like it as much. So 2 outs on the board with a runner at first base. First pitch, there's a big swing and a miss, strike 1.
But like most Ontarians, I believe they're called, he is a hockey fan. Is obviously from Ontario. He's also a fan of the Toronto Maple Leafs.
That pitch in there for strike 2, so count goes no balls, 2 strikes.
So he knows some sort of misery, as that hockey club has not won a Stanley Cup, I believe, in my lifetime. I think the last time they won was 67.
0-2 delivery. There's going to be a ball lifted to left field. Left fielder coming over. He will make the grab. That's Miller for out number 3. It's in the inning. There were no runs. There was 1 hit, no errors, 1 left on the base path. We will go to the second inning as Renegades trail by 2-0 score. You're tuned in to exclusive broadcast coverage of Renegades baseball here on the Show Me Sports Network.
Seeking to express your unique style? How about healthier, clear skin? Look no further than Mary Kay. For more than 60 years, Mary Kay has been offering a wide range of high-quality makeup and skincare products that empower you to shine and stand out in any setting. From luscious lipsticks to vibrant eyeshadows, flawless foundations to glowing highlights, moisturizing serum to blemish and acne regimens, Mary Kay's got you covered. If you don't have a Mary Kay beauty consultant, then I've got you covered. To get your best skin, call me, Cassandra Gazway, today at 417-684-2667 or visit online at marykay.com/Cassandra Gazway.
Power equipment is always cool, always. Well, unless it's not working, then power equipment is expensive. Always. Unless you get it checked with Salter Lawn Service. Don't worry about saving up for something new. Just let the experienced experts at Salter Lawn Service repair your small engines. With pickup and delivery available, saving you time and saving your wallet.
Hey, this is Stacy Salter with Salter Lawn Service. One call, we do it all. You can find us at salterlawnservice.com.
We go here to the top of the second inning. Renegades again trail by a 2-0 score. Here's the Mustangs. It'll be 7, 8, and 9 to be catcher Easton Philippe stepping in. So he will lead things off. Fork looks in, first pitch. That one in there, strike 1. So Fork ahead in the count at 0-1. Rowdy has made his way out here to the ballpark tonight. 0-1 delivery. That one bounces across home plate. Miller doing a good job being a wall back there, keeping it in front of him. So count even, a 1-1 strike.
Hopefully Rowdy will be able to stay in the shade quite a bit. It's probably hot in that getup.
1-1 delivery. Headed home. That one a bit high and outside. Counts it's 2-1. So 2-1 delivery. Headed home. Down central, strike 2. So count even at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Forks. 2-2 delivery. There's going to be a ball that will take one bounce. It'll be fielded by Milius. He will throw to Bachman at first for out number 1.
Now batting number 18, Parker.
So now this will be first baseman Parker Griffith stepping in. Griffith steps in. Here on this right-hand side of the plate. That pitch, that one way upstairs. Ball 1, so count sits 1-0. One-0 delivery, swing and a miss. Now we're even at 1-1. So count sits 1 ball, 1 strike. Fork shakes off a sign. 1-1 delivery. That one a bit high. So count goes 2-1. So count sits 2 balls, 1 strike. Fork looks back in. Next pitch. That one in there, strike 2. Now we're even at 2-2. We play here in the top of the second, 2-0 lead for the Mustangs. There's going to be a pitch swung on and missed for out. Number 2, 2 up and 2 down. Now this is right fielder Jaden Little. So Little's going to step in here, in 2 outs on the board.
Looks like Forks made a little bit of adjustment with maybe some of the location of his pitches. Those first 3 hits in the first inning all went to right field. It looks like he's moving the ball up a little more, trying to keep the St. Joseph hitters a little more honest.
That first pitch, that in there, strike 1. So count sits, no balls, 1 strike. Can smell the grill fired up here. It was going before the ball game, getting things ready as well. 0-1 delivery, that one a bit high, so count evens at 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike count. Next pitch, headed home. That one a little high inside, so count goes 2-1. Count sits 2 balls, 1 strike. Fork looks back in. 2-1 delivery. There's going to be a ball popped high in the air as Green will track over to his right. He will make the grab for out number 3. In the inning, there were no runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on the base path. We'll go to the bottom of the second inning as Renegades trail by 2-0 score. We'll take a break and be back as you're tuned in to exclusive broadcast coverage. Renegades baseball here on the Show Me Sports Network.
Are you in the market to buy your first home? Maybe it's time to buy some acreage. How about invest in a new space for your growing business? No matter the need, your trusted partner in real estate is me, Izzy Smith of Izzy Smith Homes, Remax Moon Realty. I believe real estate is more than just bricks and mortar. It's the cornerstone of our lives. It's where memories are made and dreams are realized. Choosing me as your realtor, you're getting a professional, dedicated advocate who will work tirelessly to make your real estate dreams a reality. Give me a call today at 573-876-2873 or visit izzysmithhomes.com. Izzy Smith Homes, Remax Moon Realty, your hometown realtor working harder for you.
The following public service announcement is brought to you by the Eddie Gaedel Society, Jefferson City Chapter 10, doing little things to make a big difference.
Want to make a big difference in your community? Be kind to others, drive safely, and put litter in its proper place.
Join us in celebrating Eddie Gaedel's historic Major League appearance as a member of the St. Louis Browns by doing something nice for someone today.
Take a walk, Eddie.
We go here to the bottom of the second inning. It'll be the designated hitter, 5, 6, and 7 leading things off. This is Maddox Meyer. Meyer is 6 foot, 190-pound freshman at William Jewell. He's a St. Charles, Missouri native, so he will lead things off here. Perkins looks back in. Again, Mustangs have a 2-0 lead here as we play in the bottom of the second. That pitch, that one a little high, ball 1. So count sits 1 ball, no strikes. 1-0 delivery. swing and a miss. Now we're even at 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike count. Next pitch. That one a little low. So count sits 2-1. So 2 balls, 1 strike. Next pitch. That one sliced foul into the netting. So we'll go even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2 count is got to retrieve that ball. So count evens at 2 balls, 2 strikes as Perkins looks back in. 2-2 delivery. That one is going to be sliced foul, caught the catcher. So I'll give him a chance to regather himself as knocks off his mask. As home plate umpire goes out, delivers the baseball out to Perkins. Well, have a quick conversation out there as count again sits 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Yeah, it gives the Philippi, the catcher, a chance to clear the cobwebs out and make sure everything's all back in order. I don't know why anybody would want to be a catcher.
So count sits 2 balls, 2 strikes. Next offering, there's going to be a ball hit off the handle. First baseman will watch it drop in foul territory, so we'll stay at a 2 ball, 2 strike count.
But as the late manager Casey Stengel once said, you got to have a catcher, because if you don't have a catcher, all you're going to have are wild pitches and pass balls. So I guess catcher's a pretty important position.
So count sits 2 balls, 2 strikes. Meyer steps back in. 2-2 delivery. Now we're full as that one misses outside low. So we're even at 3-2 now. Perkins payoff pitch headed home. There's going to be a ball sliced foul on the first base line. So we'll stay full at 3 balls and 2 strikes as this is the 9th pitch of this at bat here. As Meyer and Perkins dueling here as the first batter here in the bottom of the 2nd inning. Payoff pitch. There's going to be a bouncing ball as that will be backhanded by the second baseman. No throw. Not sure if he got a late read on it or what, but he did not break on that ball till it was pretty far back in the hole. Meyer will be standing in first.
Yeah, he was way towards the hole between second and first. And when the ball got by the pitcher, you had really no chance.
So this will be shortstop Drew Vonderhaar stepping in. As first pitch in there for strike 1 to Vonderhaar. Vonderhaar, a 6'2", 210-pound freshman at Missouri Southern. He's a Webb City, Missouri native. So he steps in, has an 0-1 count. Next delivery. That one also in there for strike 2. So Vonderhaar down in the count at 0-2. So count sits, no balls, 2 strikes. There's going to be a hard hit ball. That'll be through the glove of the first baseman. As it'll be runners at first and second as Vonderhaar hits a rocket that gets into right field. Now this will be first baseman and Will Bachman. Bachman is 6'1", 195-pound junior at Jamestown. He's a Fargo, North Dakota native.
The official scorer calls it a single as it was to the backhand side of the first baseman. It was a pretty well struck ball. Of course, I am the official scorer, so.
First offering. That went in there for strike 1. When your first baseman comes up and looks at the glove, the front and back, to make sure there's not a hole in it, it's a good sign to show you how hard that was hit.
Yeah.
Perkins, next delivery. There's going to be a ball caught by the third baseman. They'll throw back to second to get the double play. As that has been a moral of the season for the Renegades, is hard hit balls, but they somehow turn into double plays. So now this is catcher Ben Miller. As Miller, a 6'1", 210-pound freshman at Missouri Southern. He's a Jefferson City, Missouri native. First pitch to him. It's in there, strike one. So count sits, no balls, one strike. So Perkins looks at first. Now he delivers home. That one inside, ball one. So count evens at 1-1. About 5 minutes past 7:30 here on the Show Me Sports Network. Blake Gasaway here with you, joined by Tom Collins tonight, bringing exclusive coverage of Renegades baseball. Exclusive home Renegades baseball all season. There's going to be a bouncing ball taken by the shortstop. He'll flip to second to get the out there, as that will be out number 3. As Renegades trail by 2-0 score. They had no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and they left one on the base path. We will go to the 3rd inning as Renegades trail by 2-0 score. We'll take a quick break and we'll be back as you're tuned in to exclusive broadcast coverage of Renegades baseball here on the Show Me Sports Network.
Throughout the course of any game, different actions stand out to different people. But everyone remembers a walk-off, especially if it's a walk-off wood bat. Handcrafted right here in Missouri, walk-off wood bat company bats are made with premium grade maple, ash, and birch, fully customizable to make it truly yours. From the length and weight to the barrel and handle color, you're able to customize every feature of your wood bat, including personalized engraving with a 45-day warranty. In addition to selling custom handcrafted bats, they also offer a selection of bat accessories, including lizard skin bat grips and batting gloves. To help find your confidence at the plate, give Walk-Off Wood Bat Company a call at 816-261-1014 or visit wowbats.com.
Since 2018, Han Custom Laser Engraving LLC has been specializing in all things custom, using large format, high-powered lasers. With some of the most advanced technologies on the market, anything can become a canvas. The state-of-the-art system makes quick work of custom engraving on cups, glass, tile, wood, acrylic, metal, headstones with endless possibilities. They also offer custom one-of-a-kind signs that are sure to make your design stand out. Find them on Facebook at Han Custom Laser Engraving or call 573-489-8732 to find out more. Han Custom Laser Engraving LLC, a veteran-owned business.
We go here to the top of the 3rd inning as we'll go to the top of the lineup. Ashley getting her 440 splits in. Thank you. So we'll go back to the top of the lineup, and left fielder Logan Miller.
Miller with a single to right to start the 2-run first inning for the Mustangs.
There's going to be a pitch slice foul.
That foul ball is brought to you by Happy Feet Unlimited, reflexologists.
Ashley Carty keeping us hydrated here. Thank you very much. She's working on her 40 split times there. That one misses, ball 1. So count even at 1 ball, 1 strike. One delivery. There's going to be a bouncing ball. Vonderhaar will glove on a couple hops. He will throw to first as it took the first baseman, Bachman, off the bag, but I think the runner was there before the throw just by about a half step.
Yep, he had it beat.
So be runner at first base. Now Miller has 2 hits on the day. Center fielder Darius Freeman stepping in here. Fork looking back in. He'll throw to first instead, runner back safely.
Now, when I had the original lineup, even before we began, D. Giacinto and Vonderhaar were switched.
That one swung on and missed for strike 1. Yeah, they switch them right before game time.
Yep.
So count sits, no balls, 1 strike. Freeman steps back in. He's down to the count at 0-1. Again, another throw to first, runner back safely. So count sits, no balls, one strike. Next delivery, that one a bit high and outside. So count evens at 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1 delivery, that one a little low. So count sits 2-1. And glad you're tuned into our broadcast today. Don't forget, if you've not done so, I encourage you to click on that subscribe button. That helps us out, helps you find future broadcasts. You can find archive games as well. As that one fouled straight back. Thank goodness for the new padding here. That would have been definitely through the net. So count even at 2 balls, 2 strikes. But we're glad you're tuned in. Like we said, you click on that subscribe button. That helps us out. Helps you find future broadcasts. You can find archive games on there. Clear back to the very first season of us doing Renegades baseball 5 seasons ago. Doesn't seem like it's been that long. There's going to be a little hit and run action as that one ends up in right field. As Miller was taking off with the pitch, he will be at third. It'll be runners on the corners as Freeman gets his first hit of the day.
A perfectly executed hit and run. Milius broke for second to cover on the steal attempt. And Freeman just sent it right through the hole.
So now this will be designated hitter Braden Lukart stepping in. Again, you can also click on that thumbs up icon. That's the like icon that lets us know that you're enjoying Renegades baseball here tonight. Renegades again trailing by 2-0 score here as we play in the top of the third. There's going to be a bouncing ball as that will be only play at first as the run will score. Freeman was taking off with the pitch. He did a nice little, wouldn't be a pirouette. I don't know what you'd call it, but a nice little jump and fly over that ball. It does put 1 run on the board, but it does also put 1 out on there.
Yeah, it wasn't quite a hurdle either, because he didn't get the leg stretched out, but he was able to avoid getting hit by that ball.
So it's a 3-0 lead for the Mustangs. First offering upstairs to Adam Felix, the third baseman. Ball 1. He has a 1-for-1 day here. He's got a double to his credit. That's a 2 RBI double. So count sits 1 ball, no strikes. That one in there for strike 1, so now we're even at 1-1. Taking a look at the other action around the Meek League as the Carroll Merchants lead the Bombers at Sedalia 2-1. That's bottom of the third. It's a 2-0 Clarinda over Nevada lead at Nevada. That's bottom of the second. As next delivery, that one a bit high, ball 2, so counts it's 2-1. And Chillicothe Mudcats hosting Kirksville in a non-league game. So far, it is all Kirksville as it's a 7-2 ball game. They are in the top of the second, and ours here, it's top of the third, 3-0 Mustangs score. That pitch, that one in there for strike 2. Now we're even at 2 balls, 2 strikes. So Fork pitching here in his third inning of work. Two delivery. There's going to be a ball popped high in the air. It'll be on the infield. Bachman will come over, call for it. He will make grab for out number 2. So now that'll be second baseman Jack Mosh stepping in. So Mosh steps in with 2 outs on the board. Runner at second base. So that is Freeman. So Fork will look back in. First offering after a deep breath, headed home. That one in there, strike 1. So Mosh will be down in the count at 0-1. So count sits, no balls, 1 strike. Fork turns, nobody on the base though at second, but did catch Freeman maybe half napping. But he could do that. He had the luxury of nobody holding him on at second base. 0-1 delivery. There's going to be a bouncing ball at first. Bachman will glove. He will cover the bag for out number 3. As in the inning, there was 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, 1 left on the base path. We will go to the bottom of the 3rd inning as it's a 3-0 Mustang lead. We'll take a quick break and we'll be back as you're tuned in to exclusive broadcast coverage. Renegades baseball here on the Show Me Sports Network.
The Boone County Journal is the hometown newspaper of Ashland and Hartsburg since 1969. We know you're busy. Let us keep up with Southern Boone happenings for you. We cover social events, school sports, local government, Southern Boone history, obituaries, and more. Subscribe to the Journal today and get the paper delivered to your mailbox every Wednesday. Digital version also available. Call 573-657-2334 or visit bocojo.com. Independent and veteran owned.
Since 1951, Ren's Automotive has been the leader in complete automotive and tire services, proudly serving the Ashland community and southern Boone County area. Servicing all makes and models of vehicles, customer satisfaction is their top priority. If your vehicle leaves you stranded, no need to worry, as Ren's Automotive offers 24-hour towing services. To schedule an appointment, call 573-657-4614 or stop by and see Terry, Peggy, Derek, and the crew at 124 East Broadway in Ashland. Ren's Automotive, your full-service automotive repair shop for over 70 years.
3rd inning, 9-1-2 due up for the Renegades, as this will be left fielder in Tyler Tao. He is 6', 170-pound freshman at Truman State. He is a Columbia, Missouri native. So he steps in here. Again, the sun just starting to peek down behind the tree line as that first pitch from Perkins in there for strike 1. It's also blocked off a little bit by the pole over one of those poles over to my right. That pitch, that one misses. So count even at 1 ball, 1 strike. It's already feels like it's about a 10 or 15 degree difference.
Yeah, it's you can definitely tell right there.
There's a bouncing ball. Second baseman will glove. He will throw to first to get the out there. That goes a 4-3 put out for out number 1. Now top the lineup as P.J. Green steps in. He's 0 for 1. He flew out to center field in his only at bat here tonight. Boy, that M-I-Z-Z-O-U chant wasn't very strong here tonight. We might have to try that again. So Green steps in here. First offering, he's going to sky that one in the air. First baseman calling for it. He'll take a half step back, a step over. That'll be out number 2.
Now batting from Columbia College.
So now this will be center fielder Braden O'Neill. He is 0 for 1. He struck out in his only at bat here tonight, so he's looking for his first hit of the night. As he steps in, again, nobody on with 2 outs on the board. Renegades trailing by a 3-0 score. First offering. That one is in there, called for strike 1, so count sits, no balls, 1 strike. So we said the grill fired up. Cheeseburgers and hamburgers. That one swung on a miss for strike 2. Also got some good-looking pretzels. Haven't seen any walk by today, but previous games, they've got some good-looking pretzels they've got at the concession stand. I know they've got ice-cold drinks as well, which is very important on a day as hot as today is.
Both soft and
There's
not soft.
an 0-2 delivery for strike number 3 as 3 up and 3 down. In the inning, no runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on the base path. We'll go to the 4th inning. Renegades trail by a 3-0 score. We'll take a break and be back. You're tuned in to exclusive broadcast coverage of Renegades baseball here on the Show Me Sports Network.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of the Show Me Sports Network under the broadcasting rights granted therein. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the express written consent of the Show Me Sports Network. Announcers are provided by the Show Me Sports Network.
We are State Tech. We are hands-on education. When you choose the #1 2-year college in the country, you know you will be ready for your career. That's why at State Tech we say, from the classroom to your career, we are the employer's choice. We are State Tech.
Hi, I'm retired Army Sergeant Trent Dirks, and I want to tell you about an organization that saved and changed my life forever. Retrieving Freedom provides highly trained service dogs to veterans with disabilities and children with autism, absolutely free of charge, thanks to the generous donations and support from people just like you. Experts from Retrieving Freedom help throughout the entire process, from fostering programs through service dog placement. Retrieving Freedom gave me the skilled service dog Tracer, who has been my best friend and my lifeline. To find out more about how you can get involved, volunteer, foster, or to donate, visit their website, retrievingfreedom.org. Retrieving Freedom, changing lives through the training and placement of service dogs for veterans with disabilities and children with autism.
We go here to the top of the fourth inning. It is 6, 7, and 8 due up. As first offering from Fork, that one is in there for strike one. As this will be shortstop Chris Coy. He is stepping in here. Next offering from Fork. That one swung on and missed for strike two.
Blake, we have a defensive substitution for the Renegades. D. Giacinto is now at shortstop, and Vonderwaar is now at third base, which was the original defensive alignment before the game started, but the two were switched prior to our first pitch.
0-2 delivery. There's going to be a hard hit ball. That'll be snagged at third by Vonder. Hard throw to first. One up and one down. 5-3 put out there to start the inning. Now this will be the catcher, and Easton Philippe stepping in. He is 0 for 1, hit into a 4-3 out. It is only at bat here tonight.
And sure enough, the ball finds him. Vonderwaar reached that left hand out, snagged that smash, and was able to make a good throw to get the first out.
First offering here from Fork. That one is low. Ball one, so count sits 1-0. So count sits 1 ball, no strikes. That pitch, that one in there, strike one, so now we're even at 1-1. So count even at 1 ball, 1 strike. Next pitch from Fork, headed home. Little outside, ball 2. So count sits 2-1. 2-1 delivery. That one a bit outside. So now we're 3-1. So count sits 3 balls, 1 strike. Fork looking in. 3-1 offering headed home. That one ball 4. So now this will be first baseman Parker Griffith stepping in. Griffith is 0 for 1. He struck out in the top of the second inning.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we have 50-50 ticket sales going on right now. 1 ticket for $1, 6 tickets for $5, or a wing spray and stretch with Cam Lee and Connor Fleet for only $20.
That'll be first baseman. First pitch, that one in there for strike one. It's Griffith. Down in the count at 0-1. They'll throw to first base. So count sits 0-1. There's going to be a throw to first. He is out there. Couple of times they get him picked off. As so count still sits, no balls, 1 strike. However, 2 outs on the board. Nobody on the base path. 0-1 delivery. There's going to be a ball popped high. Fork takes a diving slide, but cannot be there to make the grab. So count sits, no balls, 2 strikes. He just wanted to get his pants a little dirty, I think.
Yep.
Good. It was a good slide, though.
It was a great slide.
So count sits, no balls, 2 strikes. 50-50 raffle going around. Connor Head and Cam Lee are the wingspan that you can choose from. There's going to be a ball lifted high in the air. Tao coming over from left field. O'Neill will track it down, call him off. He'll say, I got out number 3 is in the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on the base path. We will go to the 5th inning as Renegades trail 3-0. We'll take a quick break and be back as you're tuned in to exclusive broadcast coverage of Renegades baseball here on the Show Me Sports Network.
At the Tin Roof Monogram and Gift, we know a gift is more than a box or a bag with a pretty bow. A gift is the lifetime of love that you share. It's friends who grow as close as family. It's moments and milestones, both big and small. Whether receiving or giving, a gift brings joy and happiness. That's why, since 2018, we've made it easier to gift for those you love. Stop by the Tin Roof Monogram and Gift at 108 Corporate Lake Drive in Columbia or call 573-443-4438. Let us help you find that perfect gift for every occasion.
Creating custom, handcrafted woodworking projects has never been easier. Become a member of Sawdust Studios and enjoy 24/7 access to a woodworker's paradise. Outfit with industry-leading professional-grade tools, Sawdust Studios offers endless woodworking possibilities. Don't have woodworking experience? No problem, as Sawdust Studios offers affordable classes from a community of woodworkers, experienced designers, and master craftsmen. Youth classes are also offered for those junior woodworkers. For more information, search Sawdust Studios on Facebook or find them online at sawdust247.com. Sawdust Studios, your community woodshop.
We go here to the bottom of the 4th inning. Renegades again trail by 3-0 score. As they'll throw down to second base, which means we are ready to begin play. It'll be 3, 4, and 5 in the lineup. This is third baseman turned shortstop, Alex DiGiacinto. He's 1 for 1 here today. Started the game at third base, but then moved over to short. So he steps in here. So first offering here. That one is low. Ball 1, so count sits 1 ball, no strikes. DiGiacinto steps back in. Perkins looking back in. 1-0 delivery. They say he went around on it for strike 1, so count evens at 1-1.
He has not had very many swings like that this year thus far.
1-1 delivery. That one in there for strike 2, so count goes 1-2.
DiGiacinto has been probably one of the most consistent bats for the Renegades so far in the season.
1-2 delivery. That one outside. Now we're even at 2-2. Perkins sitting at 40 pitches here on the night. Rowdy stretching out the arm. Maybe he's going to go throw a little bit. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Next delivery, that one's going to be sliced, foul, and out of play. So we will stay at a 2 ball, 2 strike count. Rowdy really warming up that right arm.
Yeah, he is.
Not sure what Rowdy's got planned. 2-2 delivery. There's going to be a hard hit ball into left field. DiGiacinto has 2 hits and 2 plate appearances. So now this will be second baseman Ethan Milius. So Milius steps in here. Got a runner at first base with no outs on the board. Perkins, first delivery. Swing and a miss for strike 1. I don't know what I said. I probably did. Who knows? 0-1 delivery. That one sliced foul for strike number 2. I'm concerned what Rowdy's planning here because he's been working that right arm for like 10 minutes.
Just as soon, if he starts getting the pitchers' bands out, the bands that they use to kind of get their arm stretched out, that might give us a little more
0-2 delivery.
Detail.
There's going to be a ball that'll get into center field as it'll be runners at first and second with nobody out. So Milius has his first hit of the day. Now this will be Maddox Meyer stepping in, the designated hitter. He's got a 1-for-1 day, so he steps in with 2 on.
Yeah, he won an at-bat that equals his jersey number, 9 pitches, and he won the at-bat.
So first offering from Perkins. That one is low, ball 1. So count sits 1 ball, no strikes. So 1-0 offering with 2 on, nobody out here. There's going to be a ball sliced foul. Now we're even at 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike count. Perkins looking back in. 1-1 delivery. That one low. Ball 2, so count sits 2-1. Count sits 2-1. Perkins double look at second. Now he'll kick, deliver home. There's going to be a hard hit ball off of his glove as the shortstop only play is to throw it first. So Meyer does move the runners around to second and third.
Now batting from Missouri Southern, number 25.
So Milius will go to second as D.G. Jacinto will go to third. Now this is third baseman Andrew Vonderhaar. First pitch, that one is in there for strike 1. So count sits, no balls, 1 strike.
Big a bat here early in the game for Vonderhaar and the Renegades. If he can punch a single through, get the Renegades back to within 1.
That ball is low, so count evens at 1-1. And runners in scoring position at second and third base.
St. Joe playing back, except they are a little bit in at the corners.
1-1 delivery. There's going to be a hard hit ball. That'll be gloved by the shortstop. His throw to first is there for out 2, but D.G. Jacinto comes home and scores the first run of the ball game for the Renegades. Now this will be Will Bachman. So that will move Milius over to third base. So it's a 3-1 advantage in favor of the Mustangs. This first pitch to Bachman in there for strike 1. So count sits, no balls, 1 strike. Again, runner at third base with 2 outs here for the Renegades. That pitch, that one high. So now we're even at 1 ball, 1 strike.
It was an excellent piece of situational baseball there. Was able to avoid the strikeout, put the bat on the ball, get it by the pitcher, get a run home.
1-1 pitch, that one is low.
Got to cut into this deficit 1 run at a time. And you can't do it until you get the first one home, and the Renegades have gotten the first one home.
Count sits 2-1. Next offering. That one in there called strike 2. Now we're even at 2-2. The count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Perkins sitting at 56 pitches, delivers home. That one sliced foul. So we stay at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two delivery. Headed home. Swing and a miss for out number 3. In the inning, 1 run on 2 hits, no errors. 1 left on the base path. We will go to the 5th inning. Renegades trail by 3-1 score. We'll take a quick break and be back as you're tuned in to exclusive broadcast coverage of Renegades baseball here on the Show Me Sports Network.
Riverville Christian Academy has been providing a strong biblical foundation and academic excellence within a Christian environment to students for more than 16 years. Located in Jefferson City, Riverville Christian Academy offers kinder prep through 8th grade. Riverville Christian Academy's primary goal is the discipleship of the next generation to impact the world for Christ. Average class sizes are just 16 students with a student body composed of families from over 30 area churches. Kinder prep offerings include 3 and 5 full-day sessions, with kindergarten offering a half-day and full-day program. To find out more about Riverville Christian Academy, call them at 573-634-3983.
Last Sentinel Firearms is your federally licensed and registered Type 7 FFL manufacturer dealer in Missouri, providing quality products to all types of sports enthusiasts, law enforcement, and individuals across the nation. Orders are currently being fulfilled, offering custom-built pistols and rifles from the AR platform made right here in Missouri. Visit their website at lastsentinelfirearms.com or call them at 417-684-7202 to find out what they've got for you. Last Sentinel Firearms, you are your last line of defense. He's allowed those 3 runs on just 5 hits.
Great job, everyone.
Renegades have committed no errors. And 2 left on the base path for the Mustangs. 1 run on 5 hits, 1 error. And 3 left on the base path. Well, this will be Jaden Little. Nope, this is not. Is that Jaden Little? Tell you in a second, that first pitch. Yep, that's Little.
Yep, Jaden Little.
That one. He's in there for a strike. Let's count. It's 0-1. Next delivery. Swing and a miss. Is it count 1-1 or 0-2? It's 1-1 and 0-2. One or the other. Next delivery. That pitch, they say that one misses. So count sits 2-1. Boy, the wind has died down and it is hot.
Yes, it is hot and still. Fortunately, the sun is now down behind the trees.
That pitch in there for strike number 2. So count even at 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2-2 delivery. Headed home. That one misses ball 3. So now we're full of 3 balls. So count still sits full at 3 balls, 2 strikes. Next offering from Fork. Headed home. That one ball 4. So leadoff walk issued.
Now batting number 2, Logan Miller.
So now it'll be left fielder Logan Miller stepping in. Fork's going to go work a little rosin, wipe the hands off, pull the pants up, pick up the glove. So again, runner on first base. Fork looks back in. Next offering. That one in there, strike 1. So count sits, no balls, 1 strike. Oh, 1 offering. That one misses. So count even at 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1 delivery. There's going to be a ball that's in foul territory on the first base side. That'll end up in the bullpen for the Mustangs. Count goes 1-2. They do have some action there in the bullpen now. So count sits 1-2. Fork looking back in. 1-2 delivery. Headed home. That one again sliced foul. That one rings the historic Vivian bell here. That's any of the poles that go around the hold the netting up here. clings off that one. So again, count sits 1-2. Fork's next delivery. That one is low. So now we're even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. So count sits 2 balls, 2 strikes. In Renegades trail by 3-1 score. Fork turns and throws back to first. Runner back safely. So count sitting 2-2. Next pitch, there's going to be a bouncing ball. That could be 2, though. Flip to DG Jacinto. He'll throw to first. They say it was low, not in time to Bachman. No, they say that is out as they ruled the double play. He overruled him, so double play. So it will be a double play because of the interference. So that is now
batting number 5, Darius.
Nobody on the base path and 2 outs. So now this will be center fielder Darius Freeman. First pitch to him is a little low, ball 1. Fork sitting at 71 pitches here in this outing so far. 1-0 delivery. That one misses.
I really think that it might have had a better chance to actually clear the double play had Milius taken it himself. It was a really short flip to DG Jacinto. I'm assuming that the slide was inappropriate, or did he even slide? I didn't really see it.
I pitched that one. It's low, ball 3.
But no matter, the double play got turned, and that changes the inning around a whole lot.
So count sits 3 balls, no strikes. Fork looking back in, 3-0 delivery. That one misses, ball 4. So 4-pitch walk with 2 outs.
Batting number 36, Braden Lukart.
So that'll also be designated hitter Braden Lukart stepping in. So 2 outs on the board. Again, runner at first base. Lukart stepping in here. First pitch. That one a little low and inside, ball 1. The count sits 1 ball, no strikes. They'll turn and throw to first. Freeman back to first safely. So count sitting 1 ball, no strikes. Next pitch, there's going to be a hard hit ball. DG Jacinto will glove. He will race to second for the out there, as that is out number 3.
Mustangs 3, Renegades.
As that will take us to the bottom of the 5th inning. Renegades trail 3-1. We'll take a break and be back as you're tuned in to exclusive broadcast coverage. Renegades baseball here on the Show Me Sports Network.
Seeking to express your unique style? How about healthier, clear skin? Look no further than Mary Kay. For more than 60 years, Mary Kay has been offering a wide range of high-quality makeup and skincare products that empower you to shine and stand out in any setting. From luscious lipsticks to vibrant eyeshadows, flawless foundations to glowing highlights, moisturizing serum to blemish and acne regimens, Mary Kay's got you covered. If you don't have a Mary Kay beauty consultant, then I've got you covered. To get your best skin, call me, Cassandra Gazway, today at 417-684-2667 or visit online at marykay.com/Cassandra Gazway.
Power equipment is always cool, always. Well, unless it's not working, then power equipment is expensive. Always. Unless you get it checked with Salter Lawn Service. Don't worry about saving up for something new. Just let the experienced experts at Salter Lawn Service repair your small engines. with pickup and delivery available, saving you time and saving your wallet.
Hey, this is Stacy Salter with Salter Lawn Service. One call, we do it all. You can find us at salterlawnservice.com.
Renegades will come to bat here as we go to the bottom of the 5th inning. It's 8-9 and 1 due up. This is catcher Ben Miller leading things off. First pitch, he's going to slice that one foul. He rings the bells here at historic Ernie Vivian Field. EQ balls that one off one of the posts off on the first base side. So count sits, no balls, 1 strike. 0-1 delivery. That one evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. So count sits 1-1. Perkins, next delivery. That one inside part of the plate for strike 2. So count goes 1-2. So count sitting 1 ball, 2 strikes. Next pitch, headed home. That one in there called strike 3. 1 up and 1 down. Now this is left fielder Tyler Towle stepping in. So Towle will step in with 1 out on the board here. Towle steps in, again playing in left field here tonight. First offering. There's going to be a hard hit ball to the second baseman. He'll glove, he'll throw to first, 2 outs on the board. So now this will be P.J. Green.
Number 22, P.J. Green.
As Green steps in here with 2 outs on the board. So Green will step in here with 2 outs. Nobody on the base path here in the bottom of the 5th. Renegades trail by a 3-1 score. First offering, headed home. In there, strike 1. So count sits, no balls, 1 strike. Next delivery, there's going to be a bouncing ball. Third baseman will snag it. He will throw, try to short arm, hop it there, not in time. Green will be standing at first base with a hit. Now this is center fielder Braden O'Neill. As O'Neill steps in here. He's 0 for 2 today, has 2 strikeouts and 2 plate appearances. So he steps in here. Perkins looks back in. He's sitting at 65 pitches on his start. That one fouled out of play for strike 1.
That foul ball is brought to you by the Jefferson City area.
So count sits 0-1. So Perkins looking back in. 0-1. That one outside. Now we're even at 1-1. So count sits at 1 ball, 1 strike. There's going to be a ball that'll get down into the outfield as it will send Green to third. He will be in there as O'Neill is at second as Green stumbled a little bit before he got to the bag. He could not put a slide down, lost his oven mitt. But it'll be a double for O'Neill with 2 outs on the board. So now this is Alex DiGiacinto. DiGiacinto stepping in.
Yeah, it didn't look like PJ knew whether or not he should slide, and he almost came off the bag.
First pitch, there's going to be a ball that is snagged by the third baseman for out number 3 as in the inning. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, 2 left on the base path. Renegades trail by a 3-1 score. We'll take a quick break and be back with the 6th inning as you're tuned in to exclusive broadcast coverage of Renegades baseball here on the Show Me Sports Network.
Are you in the market to buy your first home? Maybe it's time to buy some acreage. How about invest in a new space for your growing business? No matter the need, your trusted partner in real estate is me, Izzy Smith of Izzy Smith Homes, Remax Moon Realty. I believe real estate is more than just bricks and mortar. It's the cornerstone of our lives. It's where memories are made and dreams are realized. Choosing me as your realtor, you're getting a professional, dedicated advocate who will work tirelessly to make your real estate dreams a reality. Give me a call today at 573-876-2873 or visit izzysmithhomes.com. Izzy Smith Homes, Remax Moon Realty, your hometown realtor working harder for you.
The following public service announcement is brought to you by the Eddie Gaedel Society, Jefferson City, Chapter 10, doing little things to make a big difference.
Want to make a big difference in your community? Be kind to others, drive safely, and put litter in its proper place.
Join us in celebrating Eddie Gaedel's historic Major League appearance as a member of the St. Louis Browns by doing something nice for someone today.
Take a walk, Eddie.
We go here to the top of the 6th inning as Fort comes out to pitch here in this 6th inning. He is sitting at 69 pitches here on the outing. So this will be 4, 5, and 6 due up. Felix, Mosh, and Coy are the 3 due up. There's going to be a pitch. Swung on for strike 1. So count sits, no balls, 1 strike. That one was fouled back off Miller, so giving him a chance to gather himself. Fort shakes off a sign, deep breath. 0-1 delivery. That one is low. So count evens at 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1 delivery. There's going to be a bouncing ball. It'll be taken at second. Throw to first. Milius to Bachman for out number 1.
Now batting number 4, Jackson Mosh.
Now this will be Jack Mosh, the second baseman. He's 0 for 2. You know who we haven't seen at the ballpark here is Rascal.
No, still,
He was here last week, but
I actually think he just.
I don't know if that's Rascal or not. It looks like him.
It might be a reasonable facsimile thereof.
So Fork looks in. First offering. That one is low, ball 1. So count sits, 1 ball, no strikes. Mosh. Jack Mosh. There's going to be a pitch sliced foul.
Yes, that's what shows up.
That's what's according to the roster from the Mustangs when we played there a couple of weeks ago. So count even at 1 ball, 1 strike. Next delivery, that one way outside. So count sets 2 balls, 1 strike. So 2-1 delivery from Fork, headed home in just a second. Now it's delivered. There's going to be a pitch sliced foul. So now we're even at 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Jackson Fork has really done a nice job tonight for the Renegades. We had 3 of the first 4 hitters reach base. Actually, all 4 of the first 4 batters reached base safely. He was down 2-0 before everybody got sat down. He's settled in.
2-2 delivery, strike 3 called. So 2 up and 2 down, and Mosh is retired for out number 2.
And it's 1 out away from what would be a quality start.
Now this will be shortstop Chris Coy stepping in. So Coy steps in here with 2 outs on the board. Forks, first delivery, upstairs, ball 1. So count sits, 1 ball, no strikes. So 1 ball, no strike count. Next offering from Fork. There's going to be a well-hit ball that'll get down to the left field, go to the corner, as Coy should be on his way to second as Tao misplays it, but it'll still be a double regardless, as Coy has a 2-out double. So he will stand at second base. So now it'll be catcher Easton Phillip stepping in.
But
Fork's going to come to an end.
Jackson Fork will not get the quality start. Well, but he did a very good job tonight. Kept the Renegades in it.
So he ends the night. So he gets a good hand here. He will end the night with 75 pitches. Now this will be Cale Wilson stepping in. So Cale Wilson steps in here.
For the Renegades from University of Missouri, St. Louis, hailing from Taos, Missouri, number 30, Cale Wilson.
Wilson steps in here. He will inherit a 3-1 deficit here, as he'll get a couple more practice tosses. Then we will be set to begin play. So he comes in here in the top of the 6th inning with 2 outs and a runner on. Wilson again will get a couple of tosses. So Cale, a Renegade of seasons past. Former Blair Oak Falcon as well. So he will again get a couple of tosses here. Then we'll be back just shy of 8:30 here on the Show Me Sports Network. Blake Gasaway here with you, joined by Tom Collins, is bringing exclusive coverage of Renegades baseball all season long. Hopefully you're enjoying the broadcast here tonight. Don't forget, if you've not done so, we encourage you to click on the subscribe button. That'll help us out. That'll help you find future broadcasts. That'll also let you do those things. It helps us. It helps you out. You can see games clear back to the very first season of Renegades baseball that we covered. That was 5 seasons ago. So you can do all those things. Plus, you can click on that subscribe button. So you can also click on the thumbs up icon after you click on the subscribe button. That will help us out, do good things for us. That'll let us know you're enjoying the broadcast. But you do those things, that will help keep our broadcast free each and every time we go on the air, as we couldn't do it without you tuning in. We greatly appreciate it. Again, this is Easton Philippe, the catcher, stepping in. But glad that you're tuned in here. Hopefully you're enjoying the broadcast here tonight, but letting us entertain you. As, again, Cale Wilson comes in here in the top of the 6th inning with 2 outs on the board and a runner at second. First offering, that ball sliced foul. That'll be 0-1 the count. I'm remembering right, I believe this is Wilson's 3rd season with the Renegades. For sure 2nd, but I think maybe 3rd.
I think at least, yeah. He's played here for 3 years, and then also played a year with his
0-1 delivery.
Bombers.
That one upstairs. So count evens at 1 ball, 1 strike. So 1 ball, 1 strike count. As next pitch, that one is in there, strike 2. So count sits 1 ball, 2 strikes.
I don't know how many players in Meek League, especially since the Renegades joined the league in 2017, have played for more than one team. I know Mike Million, who would be among one of the
1-2 delivery. There's going to be a ball hit high, and it'll be out of play. So we'll stay at 1-2.
Early All-Stars from the Renegades played his final season with the Joplin Outlaws after he transferred to Missouri Southern.
So count sits, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Wilson looking back in. Again, runner at second base. 1-2 delivery. Swing and a miss for out number 3. In the inning, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on the base path. We will go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Renegades trailing by a 3-1 score. We'll take a quick break and we'll be back as you're tuned in to exclusive broadcast coverage of Renegades baseball here on the Show Me Sports Network.
Since 2018, Han Custom Laser Engraving LLC has been specializing in all things custom, using large format, high-powered lasers with some of the most advanced technologies on the market. Anything can become a canvas. This state-of-the-art system makes quick work of custom engraving on cups, glass, tile, wood, acrylic, metal, headstones with endless possibilities. They also offer custom one-of-a-kind signs that are sure to make your design stand out. Find them on Facebook at Han Custom Laser Engraving or call 573-489-8732 to find out more. Han Custom Laser Engraving LLC, a veteran-owned business.
The Boone County Journal is the hometown newspaper of Ashland and Hartsburg since 1969. We know you're busy. Let us keep up with Southern Boone happenings for you. We cover social events, school sports, local government, Southern Boone history, obituaries, and more. Subscribe to the Journal today and get the paper delivered to your mailbox every Wednesday. Digital version also available. Call 573-657-2334 or visit bocojo.com. Independent and veteran owned.
We go here to the bottom of the 6th inning, as this will be a new pitcher, as it'll be Michael Franca stepping in. So they have also gone to the bullpen. So Franca comes in here. As Perkins, night ends at 69 pitches. He only gave up 1 run. 7 hits along the way. Not a bad outing for him. So, in Franca, I'll get it right in a minute. Comes in to pitch here. He will face 4, 5, and 6 in the lineup for the Renegades, as this will be Milius, Meyer, and Vonderhaar. We'll be ready to start. So Milius steps in here. Franca comes in here in the bottom of the 6th inning. He's a left-handed hurler. First pitch to Milius. That one misses, ball 1. So count sits, 1 ball, no strikes. Meyer is in the on-deck circle for the Renegades. 1-0 delivery. That one is low and in the dirt. Ball 2, so count sits 2-0. So count sits 2 balls, no strikes. Franca looking back in. Left hand delivery. There's going to be a pitch sliced foul and out of play, so that will go 2 balls, 1 strike.
That foul ball brought to you by Jefferson City Parks and Recreation.
So count sits 2-1. Two, 1 delivery. That one in there for strike number 2. So count goes 2 balls, 2 strikes. In Franca, in no hurry at all on the bump here. He'll look in. Deep breath. He'll deliver home. 2-2 pitch. There's going to be a ball skied high in the air. It's on the third base side. Third baseman will step back. He will make the grab. 1 up, 1 down. So now this is designated hitter Maddox Meyer. Meyer 1 for 2 today. So he will step in here again with 1 out on the board as we play the bottom of the 6th. It is a 3-1 advantage. Mustangs over the Renegades. So his first offering headed home. That one a little bit high, ball 1. So count sits 1 ball, no strikes. 1-0 offering, headed home. That one is going to be sliced foul as Meyer was trying to bail out of the way. So count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. When Franco looks back in, has his sign. 1-1 delivery, swinging and a miss. For strike number 2, so now we go 1 and 2. So count sits 1 ball, 2 strikes. Next delivery. There's going to be a pitch sliced foul. Now we sit at 1 and 2. So 1 ball, 2 strike count. Meyer will step back in. Franco looks back in. 1-2 delivery. That one is low. So now we're even at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Sedalia Bombers have got on top of the Carroll Merchants 5-2. Bottom of the 5th inning. That is at Sedalia. 2-2 delivery. There's going to be a bouncing ball. And Franco will glove. He will underhand a first, 2 up and 2 down. So now this will be Drew Vonderhaar. He is 1 for 2, has an RBI. Also, Nevada Griffins, they're trailing the Clarinda A's at Nevada 5-2. That's top of the 6th inning. Chillicothe Mudcats hosting Kirksville in a non-league game. That's the top of the 5th. Mudcats are on top 11-8.
I believe Kirksville led that game at one time 8-2. Fairly
They
early.
did lead very early in the ball game by a pretty large margin, but Chillicothe has fought back. That pitch to Vonderhaar in their strike 1. So count sits no balls, 1 strike. Keep an eye on those games throughout the night. Oh, 1 offering. Headed home. That one is low. So now we're even at 1 ball, 1 strike. Franca coming in, working here in this bottom of the 6th inning. He's got 2 up and 2 down. He's going to ask to change out the baseball. So count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. And 2 outs on the board. Renegades trailing by a 3-1 score. So Franca looking back in. He'll have a 1-1 delivery. That's sliced foul. Now it's 1 and 2. So count hits 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1-2 offering. He'll shake off. Now he's got what he's looking for. 1-2 delivery. There's going to be a bouncing ball taken by the second baseman. He will glove. He'll throw to first for out number 3. So it goes a 4-3 put out to end the inning. In the inning, no runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on the base path. As we will go to the 7th inning, Renegades trail 3-1. We'll take a quick break and we'll be back as you're tuned in to exclusive broadcast coverage of Renegades baseball here on the Show Me Sports Network.
Since 1951, Ren's Automotive has been the leader in complete automotive and tire services, proudly serving the Ashland community and southern Boone County area. Servicing all makes and models of vehicles, customer satisfaction is their top priority. If your vehicle leaves you stranded, no need to worry, as Ren's Automotive offers 24-hour towing services. To schedule an appointment, call 573-657-4614 or stop by and see Terry, Peggy, Derek, and the crew at 124 East Broadway in Ashland. Ren's Automotive, your full-service automotive repair shop for over 70 years.
There's no better way to celebrate a special event or show someone just how important they are to you than gifting them something handcrafted from Country with a Heart. Handmade in mid-Missouri, Country with a Heart specializes in hand-built woodworking projects for every occasion. Their design collection includes children's furniture, doll furniture, household items, holiday decor, outdoor decorations, custom projects, and everything in between. To view their full inventory of projects, visit countrywithaheart.com and find them on Facebook by joining the Country with a Heart group page.
We go here to the top of the 7th inning. Cale Wilson comes out to pitch in his 2nd inning of work. As again, the Mustangs lead by a 3-1 score here over the Renegades. As throw down to second base means we are ready. Renegades again trailing 3-1 here. As we go. Top of the 7th, it'll be 8-9 and 1 due up. This will be first baseman Parker Griffith stepping in. So he will lead things off. First offering from Wilson. Strike 1 called. So count sits, no balls, 1 strike. Next pitch. That one a little high. So now we're even at 1-1. Count even at 1 ball, 1 strike. That pitch, that one misses. Ball 2, so count sits 2-1. So 2-1 delivery from Wilson. There's going to be a ball chopped foul on the third base side. So now we're even at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Wilson looking back in. 2-2 delivery. A little low. Now we're full at 3-2. Count sits full at 3 balls, 2 strikes. Payoff pitch. That one called strike 3, 1 up and 1 down. So now this will be right fielder Jaden Little. Little's going to step in here. And Renegades trail by 3-1 score. 2 runs in the top of the first, 1 in the top of the third for the Mustangs. 1 in the bottom of the fourth for the Renegades. Wilson looks back in. First pitch, that one upstairs, ball 1. So count sits 1-0. Next offering from Wilson. That one in there, called strike 1. So now we're even at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike count. Next pitch, that one is high past Miller. So count goes 2-1. So count sitting 2 balls, 1 strike. Wilson looks in, 2-1 pitch. That one called strike 2. So now we're even at 2-2. Wilson's 2-2 delivery, a little bit outside. Now we're full at 3 balls, 2 strikes. So count sits full, 3 balls, 2 strikes as Wilson looking for strikeout number 3 here. In his 2 innings, that one a little low, ball 4.
Now batting number 2.
So now it'll be Logan Miller, the left fielder, stepping in. As he steps in with a runner at first base and 1 out on the board. First offering from Wilson. That one misses, ball 1. So Miller will be ahead in the count at 1 ball, no strikes. Next offering. That one a little low. Runner's going to break for second. No throw there. So Little will be at second base. So count sits 2 balls, no strike. Again, 1 out on the board with a runner at second base. Two-0 offering. That one in there, strike 1. So count sits 2 balls, 1 strike. Next delivery. That one misses, ball 3.
I don't know where exactly he's missed those 3, but he hasn't missed by much.
So Wilson comes set as he delivers home. 3-1 delivery. That one's going to be hit in the air. Green, long run in, still coming in. He will make the grab. Runner will tag. The throw is going to be just a hair late. But a good throw from Green in right field.
Now batting number 5, Darius Freeman.
Almost gunned the runner down.
Yeah, very close.
So now this will be center fielder Darius Freeman.
And Mike DeMille has come out again. We're going to have, looks like we're going to have another pitching change.
So that, I believe, will be the night. Maybe.
Or maybe this is just a little, nope.
For Cale Wilson is. We are going to go to the bullpen. Have a change here. As coming in, this is Reese Behan.
Now pitching for your Renegades.
So Behan will come in here.
From Columbia College, number 13.
As we've got a pitching change. As Behan listed at a 6'3", 185-pound sophomore left-handed hurler at Moberly Area Community College. He is a Columbia, Missouri native. So he will come in here to pitch. As, again, we play in the top of the 7th with 2 outs on the board. We have a runner at second base, so that's what he inherits. Renegades trailing by a 3-1 score. Behan played for the Renegades last season, so he is a Renegade returner. As Renegades again trail by a 3-1 score. Glad you're tuned in, about 10 minutes shy of 9 o'clock. Glad you're tuned in to our broadcast here tonight of Renegades hosting the Mustangs. Don't forget, if you've not done so, we encourage you to click on that subscribe button. That'll help us out, help you find future broadcasts. You can find archive games, all kinds of good things on there. By simply clicking on the subscribe button, notify you when we go live as well. So this will be center fielder in Darius Freeman stepping in. He steps in with a runner at third base. 2 outs on the board. First pitch from Behan is a little upstairs and outside, ball 1. So count sits 1 ball, no strikes. Behan again looks in. 1-0 delivery, swing and a miss. So now we're even at 1 ball, 1 strike. A 1-1 offering. Is headed home. That one strike 2. So count sits 1 ball, 2 strikes. Behan trying to get out of the inning here, strand the runner at third base. Deep breath, 1-2 delivery. There's going to be a pitch sliced foul into the netting. So we stay at a 1 ball, 2 strike count. So 1-2 offering. It's Behan looking back in. One-two pitch. Headed home. That one a little low. So now we're even at 2 balls, 2 strikes. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. Again, 2 outs on the board. Next delivery. Strike 3 called. And the inning comes to an end. In the inning, there were no runs. There was no hits. There were no errors. 1 left on the base path. We're going to go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Renegades trailing by 3-1 score. We'll take a quick break and be back as you're tuned in to exclusive broadcast of Renegades baseball here on the Show Me Sports Network.
We are State Tech. We are hands-on education. When you choose the #1 two-year college in the country, you know you will be ready for your career. That's why at State Tech we say, from the classroom to your career, we are the employer's choice. We are State Tech.
Hi, I'm retired Army Sergeant Trent Dirks, and I want to tell you about an organization that saved and changed my life forever. Retrieving Freedom provides highly trained service dogs to veterans with disabilities and children with autism, absolutely free of charge, thanks to the generous donations and support from people just like you. Experts from Retrieving Freedom help throughout the entire process, from fostering programs through service dog placement. Retrieving Freedom gave me the skilled service dog Tracer, who has been my best friend and my lifeline. To find out more about how you can get involved, volunteer, foster, or to donate, visit their website, retrievingfreedom.org. Retrieving Freedom, changing lives through the training and placement of service dogs for veterans with disabilities and children with autism.
We go here to the bottom of the 7th inning. 7th inning stretch finished up as Renegades will send 7, 8, and 9 to the plate here, as it'll be Bachman, Miller, and Tao are the 3 due up for the Renegades. Again, the Renegades trail by 3-1 score here, as Bachman will step in and lead things off. Renegades running out of innings to try to get something going here. They trail by those 2 runs. They've trailed all of the game to this point. And Franco will ask for time, ask for his catcher to come out. So again, it's a 3-1 score in favor of the Mustangs. So that will be conversation out here. Well, that conversation has ended. Not sure what the home plate umpire is saying there.
I think he's not charging a mound visit because I think they were having some communication issues. They may be using a pitchcom system of some sort.
Yeah, I guarantee you they're not using pitchcom here. Catcher doesn't have it on him. So I think they're still using old school signs, but first offering from Infranca. That one is low, ball 1. So count sits, 1 ball, no strikes. Infranca will have the sign. 1-0 delivery. There's going to be a hard hit ball, foul on the third base line. So count will even at 1 ball, 1 strike. One ball, 1 strike count. Again, Bachman, the leadoff batter here. 1-1 delivery. That one upstairs, ball 2, so counts it's 2-1. Does look like they have gone to, instead of throwing down signs, looks like they're going to crossing signs on the chest. So count sits 2-1. There's going to be a ball lifted to center field, long run in, and diving grab as Freeman lays out and makes the grab. Nope, they say it hit the ground. They say that it hit the ground as they're going to have a conversation. So as it stands, Bachman is at first base. So they're going to have a conversation. So will, as it stands, will be a single. So they say Bachman is safe at first base with a single.
Jefferson City, Missouri, number 19.
It definitely looked like a trap. I honestly could not be 100% definitive.
So this will be catcher Ben Miller stepping in.
But we'll take it.
So Bachman takes a lead at first base. Franco will look over there and deliver home. Swing and a miss for strike 1 for Miller. I couldn't tell you if it was caught or trapped from here. So I will take the word of the umpire crew. So count sits 0-1.
And it was the third base umpire that made the call.
0-1 delivery. That one way upstairs, ball 1, so count sits 1-1.
Maybe that'll help replace all the buzzer luck the Renegades have been hitting into.
He technically, I think, had a closer view than what home plate umpire had. Either way, it benefits the Renegades, so we'll take it. 1-1 delivery. That one is spiked into the dirt, so count goes 2-1. Renegades trail by 3-1 score. So count sits 2 balls, 1 strike. Again, runner takes the lead at first. That's Bachman. And Franca will turn and throw to first. Back safely is Bachman.
The Renegades have out-hit the Mustangs tonight, 8-6. Unfortunately, it's runs that count. St. Joe leads in that department 3-1.
So count sits 2 balls, 1 strike. And Franca checks first. Another look there. Now he'll deliver home. That one foul tipped for strike 2, so count evens at 2 balls, 2 strikes. So count sits 2-2. So plate umpire will do a little cosmetic work on home plate, make it look nice and pretty. So count even at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Again, runner at first base with nobody out here. Two delivery. Nope, throw back to first. And Franca has a pretty good move towards first base. Doesn't get the ball there as quickly as, I definitely couldn't get it there, but just saying. Takes a minute to get there. 2-2 delivery. There's going to be a pitch sliced foul, so we'll stay at 2-2.
That foul ball is brought to you by N.H. Shepard.
So count sits at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Miller stepping back in here. And Franca's 2-2 delivery. Headed home. There's going to be a pitch swung on and missed for out, number 1. Now this is left fielder Tyler Tao. He's 0 for 2. So he's looking for his first hit of the night. He represents the tying run. Again, 1 out on the board with a runner on first base. Renegades trail by a 3-1 score. First pitch, nope, throw to first, back safely. Is Bachman. Franca looking back in once again. First pitch. Now on a little inside, ball 1. So count sits 1 ball, no strikes. One and 0 offering. Be headed home shortly. 1-0 delivery. That one in there for strike 1. So now we're even a 1 ball, 1 strike. So count sitting 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. And Franca looks in. Next delivery. There's going to be a ball that'll get down into right field as Tao will have his first hit of the night. He'll be at first base as going to third as Bachman. So Renegades having a little something here at the bottom of the 7th inning. Runners at first and third. Now we go top the lineup, and P.J. Green stepping in with 1 out and runners on the corners. Green will step in here.
Got the lineup turnover, runner at first and third. Big situation. Green, a very tough man to double up.
They'll throw to first. Tao back safely, just steps back to the bag. So again, 1 out with runners on the corners. Renegade trail by 2 here at 3-1. Here at the bottom of the 7th inning. In Franca's first delivery to Green, swing and a miss. That was low. Tao started towards second, but decided not to go. So Green will be down in the count at no balls, 1 strike. Bachman takes a lead at third base. Tao will take a short lead at first. Franca looks back in. Count sits 0-1. 0-1 delivery. There's going to be a ball. That's a fair ball into the left field corner. As Bachman will come in, Tao goes to second round.
He is coming home.
They are sending him home.
And he will make it.
As that will tie it up at 3 apiece. As that will tie it up at 3 runs apiece. As Green does the job, he ties it up at 3 apiece. As Green has back-to-back hits in his last 2 plate appearances as he drives in the 2 RBIs, and that ties it up at 3 apiece as the Renegades still have just 1 out on the board here as Bachman scores from third base. And coming from first is Tao, as now this will be Braden O'Neill. He had a double his last time up. First pitch, that one upstairs, ball 1.
Didn't mean to step on you there.
So that will take the count at 1 ball, no strikes. As next offering to O'Neill. That one upstairs, ball 2. So count sits 2-0. This catcher's going to go out and have a conversation with his pitcher. Renegades plating 2 runs here on 3 hits here in this bottom of the 7th. They have tied the ball game up at 3 apiece. Mustangs had 2 runs in the top of the 1st, 1 run in the top of the 3rd. Renegades had 1 in the bottom of the 4th, and now 2 here in the bottom of the 7th. So now we've got to our 3-3 tie. As in Franca sitting at 32 pitches here in his 2nd inning of work. So O'Neill steps in here with a 2-0 count on him with a runner at 2nd and 1 out on the board. Two-0 delivery, that one upstairs, ball 3, so now it's 3-0. There is action in the bullpen for the Mustangs. I can hear action in the bullpen for the Renegades. I can't see through the dugout, but I can hear action down there. So count sits 3-0. And Franca checks second, another look in there. Now he'll fire home. That one in there, strike 1 called. So he was taking that all the way. It's now 3-1. So Green will take a lead at second base again. He had the 2 RBI double to tie the ball game up here. There's going to be a pitch slice foul. Now we're full at 3-2. So we're full at 3 balls, 2 strikes. O'Neill steps back in. Franca looking back in as well. We're full. Another look at second. Payoff pitch, ball 4. So now it'll be runners at first and second with 1 out on the board. Now this is third baseman turned shortstop, Alex DiGiacinto, as he started at third but moved over to second a couple innings into the ball game. So he steps in with 2 on and 1 out on the board. And Franca looking back in. Renegades trying to do more damage here, take the lead. That pitch, that one way low, ball 1. So count sits 1 ball, no strikes. So again, Green leads at second. O'Neill leads on first. And Franca's 1-0 delivery. That one upstairs, ball 2. So count sits 2-0. Franca having a hard time finding the strike zone here. DiGiacinto stepping back in. He hit a rocket to third base his last time up, but caught by the third baseman. 2-0 delivery. There's going to be a pitch sliced foul. So that'll take the count 2-1. So count sits 2 balls, 1 strike. And DiGiacinto ahead in the count here. And Franca looking back in. He'll check second. 2-1 delivery. That one low, ball 3. So count sits 3-1. So count sits 3 balls, 1 strike. Milius in the on-deck circle for the Renegades. 3-1 delivery. There's going to be a pitch sliced foul. So now we go full at 3 balls, 2 strikes. And one out on the board with 2 runners on. Tie ball game at 3 apiece. So count is full at 3 balls, 2 strikes. And Franco will look home. He'll have the sign. He'll check second. Another look there. And he'll deliver home. That one, ball 4, bases loaded with 1 out. So Green will go to third. O'Neill goes to second. And D.G. Jacinto will go to first base with the walk, as I believe we'll have a pitching change here as Milius is going to step in. And that is going to be the case as Infranca's night is going to come to an end as he exits here with 42 pitches. We'll see who the new pitcher is coming in as we'll wait till he turns around. It is, we need some turnaround songs to play for the pitching changes, like turnaround. He is number 29.
Now pitching for the Mustangs, number 29.
That is Andrew Clark. So Andrew Clark has come in to pitch here. So Clark will come in. He'll have a couple more tosses as we'll take a look at the Mink League scoreboard. As the Sedalia Bombers, they're laying it on the Carroll Merchants. Top of the 7th, it's 11-2 in favor of the Bombers at Sedalia. The Nevada Griffins hosting the Clarinda A's. It's 5-3 in favor of Clarinda. That's top of the 8th inning. And top of the 7th inning at Chillicothe. At top of the 7th at Chillicothe, it is a 12-10 score as Chillicothe hosting Kirksville in a non-league game. And our game here in Jeff City, the Mustangs and Renegades knotted at 3 runs apiece here. For the Renegades, they've scored 2 here in this inning, but they have the bases loaded with 1 out on the board. Ethan Milius coming to bat. He's got a 1-for-3 day. He is one that, covering Southern Boone, ran into him pretty regular across the sports, different sports with football and basketball and baseball, covering Southern Boone when Southern Boone played Fulton.
Yep, and I saw him twice when they played Eldon during the season. Actually, they played 3 times, but I only got to see 2 of the games.
So get a new pitcher in here. This is Clark. So 1 out on the board. Bases loaded. Milius could give the Renegades their first lead of the night. First pitch, that one upstairs, ball 1. So count sits, 1 ball, no strikes. So again, 1-0 offering. Clark looks back in. 1-0 delivery. There's going to be a ball that will be caught by the shortstop. Throw to second, double play, inning over. 2 pitches needed, and that ends the inning. But the Renegades able to tie it up. As they tie it up 3-3, we will go to the 8th inning. We're tied as you're tuned in to exclusive broadcast coverage of Renegades baseball here on the Show Me Sports Network.
At the Tin Roof Monogram and Gift, we know a gift is more than a box or a bag with a pretty bow. A gift is the lifetime of love that you share. It's friends who grow as close as family. It's moments and milestones, both big and small. Whether receiving or giving, a gift brings joy and happiness. That's why, since 2018, we've made it easier to gift for those you love. Stop by the Tin Roof Monogram and Gift at 108 Corporate Lake Drive in Columbia or call 573-443-4438. Let us help you find that perfect gift for every occasion.
Creating custom, handcrafted woodworking projects has never been easier. Become a member of Sawdust Studios and enjoy 24/7 access to a woodworker's paradise. Outfit with industry-leading professional-grade tools, Sawdust Studios offers endless woodworking possibilities. Don't have woodworking experience? No problem, as Sawdust Studios offers affordable classes from a community of woodworkers, experienced designers, and master craftsmen. Youth classes are also offered for those junior woodworkers. For more information, search Sawdust Studios on Facebook or find them online at sawdust247.com. Sawdust Studios, your community woodshop.
We go here to the top of the 8th inning. It'll be 3, 4, and 5 due up as Behan comes out here to work in the top of the 8th inning. Renegades able to tie it up at 3 apiece with those 2 runs, but unfortunately they hit into a bases loaded double play 2 into the inning, and it leaves us tied at 3 apiece. Behan have one more toss here, and then we'll be set. So they'll throw down to second base, does Miller. As we are ready, again, it's 3, 4, and 5 due up. This is designated hitter and Braden Lukehart stepping in. Lukehart, Felix, and Mosh are the 3 due up. Lukehart stepping in here, again, left-handed batter. He had a double, scored a run. Only hit of the day is that one in there for strike 1 from Behan. So count goes no balls, 1 strike. Next offering. That one in there called strike 2, so count sits. No balls, 2 strikes. Thank you. Appreciate it. So count sits, no balls, 2 strikes. Behan looking in. 0-2 delivery headed home. That one a bit high and outside. So count goes 1 ball, 2 strikes. Count sitting 1 and 2. And Behan looking back in. He'll have the sign from Miller. 1-2 delivery. That one also a bit high and outside. So count evens 2 balls, 2 strikes. So 2-2 count. Again, we're tied at 3 runs apiece. Behan looking back in. That pitch, that one upstairs. Now we are full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Again, it is 3, 4, and 5 to lead off this top of the 8th inning. Payoff pitch headed home. There's going to be a ball fouled back. It rings the bells here at historic Ernie Vivian Field. That one straight back into the pole. So we stay full at 3 balls, 2 strikes. So count full at 3 and 2. Behan's payoff pitch headed home. There's going to be a pitch hit into left field. Tao will go to his right. He will make the grab for out number 1. So now this is third baseman Dom Felix. He is 1 for 3 here today. So he will step in. So Behan again working in his 3rd inning here. It's not 3 full. So that pitch, that one in there for strike 1. Behan came in with 2 outs in that top of the 6th inning. So count sits, no balls, 1 strike. He'll come set. Deep breath, 0-1 delivery. There's going to be a pitch sliced foul on the first base side. That'll make the count 0-2. So count sits, no balls, 2 strikes. 0-2 offering. Headed home. That one just a bit outside. So count sits 1-2. Behan looking to make it a 1-2-3 inning. If he can. He faced 4 the last inning. So count sits 1-2. Next pitch, that one is going to be cue balled off the end of the bat. Towel long run in. It will not be there as it'll be a foul ball. So he got on the horse but could not get there in time. But it is foul. So count will go 1 ball and 2 strikes. Again, 1 out on the board. Behan trying to win this battle here. So again, 1-2 the count. Behan looks back in. He'll have the sign. He'll deliver home. There's going to be a pitch sliced foul into the netting, so we'll stay at a 1-2 count. So count sits 1-2. Next offering from Behan. There's another pitch sliced foul. This upcoming pitch, this is pitch number 8. So still bottom of the 7th inning at Sedalia. The Bombers leading the Merchants of Carroll 11-2. Ball game here tied 3 each, top of the 8th. 5-3 score. Nevada trailing the A's. Again, that pitch slice foul and out of here. Nevada Griffins trailing the Clarindes at Nevada, bottom of the 8th inning, 5-3. And the Chillicothe Mudcats and Kirksville matching up, top of the 7th. It's 12-11. That a non-league game. One-two delivery. There's going to be a hard hit ball foul. Expect nothing else at this point on the third base side. So despite the count being 1-2, this is pitch number 10 here of this at bat. So Felix will step back in. It's 1 ball, 2 strike count. Behans, next delivery. Swing and a miss. It's in the dirt, but they'll throw down to first base to get the out there. So a 10-pitch strikeout has Felix out for out number 2. Now this is Jack Mosh, the second baseman, stepping in. So Mosh is going to step in here with 2 outs on the board. Again, top of the 8th inning we play. We're tied at 3 apiece. First offering. That one is in there for strike 1. Behan, again, trying to make this a 1-2-3 inning. So count sits, no balls, 1 strike. Time called. So somebody's getting in trouble in the Mustangs dugout. Somebody's in trouble down there. They said a no-no word, apparently. Hey, somebody's raising their hand and saying it was me, so whether it was them or not. Are they just warning him, or? So just a warning for now. But that was a point of discussion for league meetings this offseason, was to make sure that all the players have to have a jersey to identify themselves, because there's been situations in the past where people have been chirping in the dugout or other things, and they can't tell who is who. So the conversation continues as, hey, don't turn it up. I can't hear what they're saying. So conversation still continues. I'm going to take a chance to have a drink of water here. As umpires still having a discussion here. Somebody not liking what was talked about, or was not liking the calls on the field, as home plate umpire came out and started talking to one of the players. And did he come out of the dugout? So there is a player that apparently has been thrown out of the ball game. Or somebody in the dugout, I guess I should say. But as I said, this was, oh, so he was just in the dugout? Maybe he's not a player. Either way, it was a discussion point for the league meetings that players, all players needed to have at least a jersey on so that they could be identified, because sometimes they get a little carried away. So we're back to action here as count sits 0-1. Behan, deep breath. He'll throw that one in there for strike two as Moss showed bunt. That takes the count 0-2. So Behan again trying to make it a 1-2-3 inning. As 0-2 delivery from Behan. Headed home. There's going to be a slow roller. It'll be gloved at second. Throw to first to get the out there. As that goes as a 4-3 inning, 4-3 out in the inning. In the inning, no runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on the base path. We will go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Renegades and Mustangs tied at 3 apiece. We'll take a quick break and be back as you're tuned in to exclusive broadcast coverage. Renegades baseball here on the Show Me Sports Network.
Riverville Christian Academy has been providing a strong biblical foundation and academic excellence within a Christian environment to students for more than 16 years. Located in Jefferson City, Riverville Christian Academy offers kinder prep through 8th grade. Riverville Christian Academy's primary goal is the discipleship of the next generation to impact the world for Christ. Average class sizes are just 16 students, with a student body composed of families from over 30 area churches. Kinder prep offerings include 3 and 5 full-day sessions, with kindergarten offering a half-day and full-day program. To find out more about Riverville Christian Academy, call them at 573-634-3983.
Last Sentinel Firearms is your federally licensed and registered Type 7 FFL manufacturer dealer in Missouri, providing quality products to all types of sports enthusiasts, law enforcement, and individuals across the nation. Orders are currently being fulfilled, offering custom-built pistols and rifles from the AR platform made right here in Missouri. Visit their website at lastsentinelfirearms.com or call them at 417-684-7202 to find out what they've got for you. Last Sentinel Firearms, you are your last line of defense. We go here to the bottom of the 8th inning. Again, we're tied at 3 runs apiece, as the Renegades and the Mustangs tied at 3 apiece. Renegades looking for their first lead of the night, as we will go to 5, 6, and 7. This is designated hitter and Maddox Meyer leading things off. Meyer will step in here, and he is facing Clark. Clark needed just 2 pitches to end that last inning. First pitch to Meyer is swung on and missed, strike 1. The count sits, no balls and 1 strike. Again, it's 5, 6, and 7 due up here. 0-1 offering from Clark, headed home. That one misses a little low. Ball 1, so count evens at 1 ball, 1 strike. Clark looking back in. 1-1 delivery, that one low, ball 2, so count sits 2-1. And we're tied at 3 runs apiece here. Bottom of the 8th. 2-1 delivery from Clark. There's going to be a ball lifted to left field. Left fielder coming over. He will make the grab for out number 1. Hard hit ball, but does not drop in front of the left fielder. So now this will be third baseman Drew Vonderhaar. Vonderhaar stepping in with 1 out on the board. And tied at 3 apiece. Clark looks back in. First pitch, headed home. Way upstairs, ball 1. So count sits 1-0. In our ball game just about 2.5 hours old right now. One-0 delivery. There's going to be a ball lifted to left field that'll get down and get in the corner. As on his way to second base is Vonderhaar. The throw will not be in time. It'll be a 1-out double as Vonderhaar represents the go-ahead run at second base. So now this will be first baseman and Will Bachman stepping in. As Bachman steps in with 1 on and 1 out here. Again, Renegades and Mustangs tied at 3 apiece. So Bachman steps in here. Has an opportunity to give the Renegades their first lead of the night if he could put a ball somewhere in the outfield. That pitch, that one in there, strike 1. So Bachman down in the count at 0-1. 0-1 delivery from Clark. He'll look at second, deliver home. That one is low. So now we're even at 1-1. Sedalia Bombers get the early game final in 7 innings as they 10-run rule. The Carroll Merchants 12-2. So Easton DeMille had the call of that game. They're done early in Sedalia. 1-1 delivery from Clark. He'll check second. Now deliver home. That pitch, that one in there, called strike 2. Bachman thought about going around, but took the chance there, called strike 2. So count sits 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strike count, 1 out, runner at second. Clark, deep breath. He'll deliver home. There's going to be a foul ball into the dugout of the Renegades. That one might have caught somebody in the dugout. So count sits 1-2. I don't know who down there just said straighten it out. Let's go. So count sits 1 ball, 2 strikes. And 1 out on the board. With a runner at second, that's Vonderhaar. He represents the go-ahead run here for the Renegades. So 1 ball, 2 strike count to Bachman. Clark will check second. They're not holding on Vonderhaar. He'll look in there again. Now he'll deliver home. There's going to be a pitch. That one is smoked foul. So count stays 1 ball, 2 strikes as Bachman battling here at home plate. So count sits 1-2. One, 2 delivery. Headed home. That one misses the catcher as Vonderhaar will be at third base. So now the Renegades are that much closer to taking the lead as now a base hit anywhere, even a sac fly would score. A good heads-up play there by Vonderhaar. So count even at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Again, we're tied at 3 runs apiece. Clark looks in. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Next delivery. There's going to be a hard hit ball that'll get through into center field. It'll be an RBI single for Bachman as he gives the Renegades their first lead of the night at 4-3.
St. Joe had brought the infield in. Bachman did exactly what you need to do when the infield's in. Think middle. Shot it right up the middle. Might have caught the pitcher's foot, but it got through. And the Renegades have the lead.
The Renegades lead first time tonight at 4-3. As it'll be Ben Miller. First pitch, that one way upstairs, ball one. So Miller will be ahead in the count. And 1 ball, no strikes. So again, 1 out on the board with a runner at first base. That is Bachman, who had the RBI single that gave the Renegades a 4-3 lead. 1-0 delivery. That one is a little low for ball 2, so count sits 2-0. So catcher's going to go out and have another conversation with his pitchers. He'll take the baseball out. They're having a hard time seeing the signs here tonight. They've switched from throwing down the fingers down below, as you would normally see, to instead going across signs across the chest. So 9:36 here on the Show Me Sports Network. Blake Gazaway and Tom Collins here with you, bringing you exclusive coverage of Renegades baseball. Glad you're tuned in here tonight. Don't forget, if you've not done so, click on that subscribe button. That helps us out, helps you out, helps keep our broadcast free. It helps you find current games, archive games, future games, let you know when we go on the air, all those good things. You can also click on that thumbs up, that like icon as well. 2-0 delivery from Clark to Miller. Way upstairs, ball 3. So count sits 3-0. Like I said, clicking on the subscribe button and clicking on the like icon, that's how we help keep our broadcast free each and every time we go on the air. It's a big thing for us here on the Show Me Sports Network. We want to make sure you can find Renegades baseball as easy as possible. That one in there for strike 1. Also want to make sure it's as free as possible. So count sits at 3 balls and 1 strike. Miller can be choosy here with the count sitting in his favor. 3-1 delivery. That one called strike 2. So now we're full at 3-2. Again, just 1 out in the inning here. 1 out in this bottom of the 8th inning. So we're full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Next delivery. Headed home, swinging and a miss for out number 2. So now this will be left fielder in Tyler Tao. So Tao steps in. Again, 2 outs on the board with a runner at first base. Renegades have plated 1. They've taken the lead at 4-3. We play here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Clark looks over at first. Now he'll deliver home. That pitch, that one is low. That'll get past the catcher. So Bachman will go to second. So count sits, 1 ball, no strikes. And 2 outs on the board with a runner at second. So 1 ball, no strike count. Next offering. That one way outside and upstairs, ball 2. So count sits at 2-0. Again, count sits, 2 balls, no strikes. 2-0 delivery. That one, strike 1 taken. So 2 balls, 1 strike. Runner at second base. 2-1 delivery. There's going to be a ball hit off the end of the bat. That will get out of play on the third base side. So now it'll be even at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Count even, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Renegades lead by a 4-3 score. Two delivery. There's going to be a pitch fouled in the net. So now we're still even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And Renegades have plated 1 here, have the lead at 4-3. Bachman stands at second base. He had the go-ahead RBI. 2-2 delivery. That one in there for called strike 3, and the inning comes to an end. In the inning, 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, 1 left on the base path. Renegades lead by a 4-3 score. We will take a break and come back for the 9th. Renegades leading by a 4-3 score. You're tuned in to exclusive broadcast coverage of Renegades baseball here on the Show Me Sports Network.
Seeking to express your unique style? How about healthier, clear skin? Look no further than Mary Kay. For more than 60 years, Mary Kay has been offering a wide range of high-quality makeup and skincare products that empower you to shine and stand out in any setting. From luscious lipsticks to vibrant eyeshadows, flawless foundations to glowing highlights, moisturizing serum to blemish and acne regimens, Mary Kay's got you covered. If you don't have a Mary Kay beauty consultant, then I've got you covered. To get your best skin, call me, Cassandra Gazway, today at 417-684-2667 or visit online at marykay.com/Cassandra Gazway.
Power equipment is always cool, always. Well, unless it's not working, then power equipment is expensive. Always. Unless you get it checked with Salter Lawn Service. Don't worry about saving up for something new. Just let the experienced experts at Salter Lawn Service repair your small engines. With pickup and delivery available, saving you time and saving your wallet.
Hey, this is Stacy Salter with Salter Lawn Service. One call, we do it all. You can find us at salterlawnservice.com.
We go here to the top of the 9th inning. Renegades have a 4-3 score. They have a chance to close it out here, as it'll be 6, 7, and 8 due up. As this will be shortstop Chris Coy stepping in. So Coy will lead things off here. Behan looking to make it a 1-2-3 inning and get the Renegades the win. So Behan looking back in. Again, first matchup here is against Coy, the shortstop. First pitch, that one upstairs, ball 1. Looked like he might have fell off there as he was trying to hit that. So count sits, 1 ball, no strikes. One 0 offering. That one upstairs, ball 2. So count sits 2-0. So count sits 2 balls, no strikes. Behan again looking back in. 2-0 delivery. That one upstairs, ball 3. So count sits 3-0. You hear some action in the bullpen for the Renegades. It looks like there is maybe a little bit of action, or at least there's people moving around in the bullpen for the Mustangs. 3-0 delivery, ball 4. So Coy takes a leadoff walk as head coach Mike D'Amelia will come out for the Renegades and talk to Behan as he's going to tap him on the shoulder. Say good work. So we are going to go to the bullpen here. Yes. Let's see who this is. It's number 17, Birkeland.
Yes.
So we have a new pitcher in. This will be Isaiah Birkeland, 5'10", 190-pound left-hander from Algona, Iowa. He is a University of Missouri Tiger. So Isaiah comes in. So Birkeland coming in here to pitch. He will get a couple of tosses. then we'll be set. As runner at first base when we resume, runner at first base with no outs. And Renegades leading by a 4-3 score here. So taking a look at other scores from around the Mink League. As again, the Sedalia Bombers were winners at Sedalia. They're hosting the Carroll Merchants. As that was a final in 7 innings as the Bombers ruled the Merchants by a 12-2 score. Nevada lost at home to the Clarinda A's. That's final, as that is a final at 5-4 at Nevada. And top of the 8th inning at Chillicothe, the Mudcats hosting Kirksville in a non-league game. It's a 14-11 score in favor of the Mudcats. And of course, our ball game here in Jefferson City. Top of the 9th inning, Renegades lead by a 4-3 score here over the St. Joseph Mustangs. Mustangs only have one loss on the season, so Renegades trying to hang number 2 on there. So this will be catcher Easton Felipe stepping in. Again, there's action. I can hear somebody throwing in the bullpen for the Renegades. Could just be getting some bullpen work. Berkland, again, a left-hander at Mizzou. He'll check first, now deliver home. That one they say a little high, maybe a little outside, ball 1. So count sits, 1 ball, no strikes. 1-0 delivery. That one in there, strike 1. So now we're even at 1 ball, 1 strike. Berkland, and looking back in. 1 ball, 1 strike count. Next pitch, swing and a miss. Fooled him on that one. It's now 1-2. So count sits. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Berkland again looks at first, now delivers home. There's going to be a pitch that is fouled off on the third base side. Out of play, so we still stay at a 1 ball, 2 strike count. So count sits 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strike count. And Renegades lead 4-3. 1-2 delivery. There's going to be a bouncing ball as that will be taken. Throw to first, everybody's safe. D.G. Jacinto couldn't step on the bag, and the throw not in time at first.
Now batting number 18, Parker Griffith.
So now this will be first baseman Parker Griffith. So Griffith will step in here with 2 on and nobody out. First pitch, down central, strike 1. So count sits, no balls, 1 strike. Oh, 1 delivery. There's going to be a pitch, skied foul and way out of play. So count sits, 0-2. Again, 2 on with no outs here. Top of the 9th, we play. 0-2 delivery. Headed home. There's going to be another pitch, sliced foul. So we'll stay at an 0-2 count. So count still sits at no balls, 2 strikes. Again, Renegades lead by a 4-3 score. 2 on with nobody out. 0-2 delivery. Strike 3 called, and 1 out on the board. So now this will be right fielder Jaden Little stepping in.
Now batting number 8, Jaden Little.
So count sits. And 0-0 is the first offering from Little. Headed home. There's going to be a pitch sliced foul. strike one. So count sits 0-1. Oh, one offering from Birkeland. That one sliced foul for strike two. So count sits, no balls, 2 strikes. So 2 offering. Will be headed home shortly as Little steps back in the batter's box. 0-2 with 1 out. Next delivery. That one a little high. Couldn't get him to chase that. So count sits 1-2. Again, Renegades leading by 1 here at 4-3 with 2 on and 1 out. 1-2 delivery from Birkeland. He'll check second. Now he'll deliver home. There's going to be a pitch sliced foul and way out of play. Again, we sit at 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strike count. One-two pitch. Headed home. That one is going to hit him. So it'll hit him. So now it'll be bases loaded. So Little is hit by pitch. So now it's bases loaded.
Now batting number 2, Logan Miller.
So top the lineup in Logan Miller. 1 out on the board with the bases loaded. So Birkeland looking in. That pitch, that one a little inside, ball 1. So Miller shows bunt, but does pull it back. And Renegades leading by a 4-3 score. Count sits 1-0. There's going to be a ball that's hit hard and foul. That's out of play on the first base side. So now we're even at 1-1. So count sits 1 ball, 1 strike. Birkeland's 1-1 delivery. Swing and a miss for strike number 2. So count sits 1 ball, 2 strikes. Again, 1 out with the bases loaded here. Top of the 9th inning, Renegades leading 4-3. Birkeland's 1-2 delivery. There's going to be another one that is rocketed foul on the dugout, above the dugout for the Mustangs. So count sits 1-2 still. Bases loaded, 1-2 delivery. That one outside. We're even at 2-2. Need to remind you, too, haven't seen any broken bats tonight, but if we see any, they can give our friends a call at Walk-Off Wood Bat Company, handcrafted right here in Missouri. Walk-Off Wood Bat Company bats are made of premium grade maple ash and birch. 2-2 delivery. That one outside, ball 3. Fully customizable to make them yours truly. The length and the weight, to the barrel and the handle color, you're able to customize every feature of your wood bat. Also includes a 45-day warranty. Payoff pitch. That one is ball 4. We're tied at 4 runs apiece. So that will be a tie ball game. So still bases loaded here. As we should maybe have a pitching change here. As again from Walk-Off Wood Bat Company, from the length and the weight to the barrel and the handle color, you're able to customize every feature wood bat, including personalized engraving with a 45-day warranty in addition to selling custom handcrafted bats. They also sell a selection of bat accessories, including lizard skin bat grips and batting gloves to help you find your confidence at the plate. Give Walk-Off Wood Bat Company a call at 816-261-1014. That's 816-261-1014, or visit wowbats.com. So the conversation has ended. So I'm not sure what the first base coach is arguing about right now, but he's arguing about something.
I think he thinks that Otto is supposed to be in the game, but Otto did not cross the line. You have to cross the baseline first. And they sent him back. They sent him back before he crossed the third base line coming into the game.
So this will be center fielder Darius Freeman stepping in. He steps in with the bases loaded, 1 out. We're tied at 4 apiece. First pitch, that one is low and in the dirt as the go-ahead run comes in for the Mustangs. It's 5-4 in favor of the Mustangs. Runners all advance there. So we're not tied anymore, nor bases loaded. But it comes at the cost of the go-ahead run for the Mustangs at 5-4. 1-0 delivery. There's going to be a pitch swung on and missed for strike number 1. So count even. Now 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 ball, 1 strike count. Next pitch, there's going to be a ball that goes right up the middle as that will drive in. 1 run. The throw is going to be cut off. They'll throw to second. It ends up in center field. So 2 runs score as Freeman gets up, falls over the bag. So he's going to stay at second base as that one drives in 2 RBIs as Little scores there. So does Miller. So that will give the Mustangs more breathing room. Now this will be designated hitter, Braden Lukart. First pitch, that one is low, ball 1. So count sits 1 ball, no strikes. So count sits 1-0. Again, Birkland. Looking in, 1-0 delivery. There's going to be a bouncing ball. It'll be taken at second. They'll throw to first to get the out there. Freeman was taking off for third on the pitch. So now this will be third baseman Dom Felix stepping in. He's had a double, and that's all he's had in 4 plate appearances. Runner at third again with 2 outs on the board. First pitch, that one in there, strike 1. So count sits, no balls, 1 strike. 0-1 delivery. Swung on and missed for strike 2. Again, Mustangs leading by a 7-4 score here as they plated 4 in this top of the 9th. 0-2 delivery. There's going to be a pitch sliced foul. That'll get out of play. So we'll still stay at a no ball, 2 strike count. So count sits 0-2. Birkland's 0-2 delivery. Another one sliced foul. Again, count sits. No balls, 2 strikes. So count sits 0-2. And Birkland looking back in. Swinging and a miss, and the inning comes to an end. Unfortunately, some runs put up for the Mustangs as they lead by a 7-4 score. Renegades have a chance here to walk it off in the bottom of the 9th. We'll take a break and be back as you're tuned in to exclusive broadcast coverage of Renegades baseball here on the Show Me Sports Network.
Are you in the market to buy your first home? Maybe it's time to buy some acreage. How about invest in a new space for your growing business. No matter the need, your trusted partner in real estate is me, Izzy Smith of Izzy Smith Homes, Remaxman Realty. I believe real estate is more than just bricks and mortar. It's the cornerstone of our lives. It's where memories are made and dreams are realized. Choosing me as your realtor, you're getting a professional, dedicated advocate who will work tirelessly to make your real estate dreams a reality. Give me a call today at 573-876-2873 or visit izzysmithhomes.com. Izzy Smith Homes, Remaxman Realty, your hometown realtor working harder for you.
The following public service announcement is brought to you by the Eddie Gaedel Society, Jefferson City Chapter 10, doing little things to make a big difference.
Want to make a big difference in your community? Be kind to others, drive safely, and put litter in its proper place.
Join us in celebrating Eddie Gaedel's historic Major League appearance as a member of the St. Louis Browns by doing something nice for someone today.
Take a walk, Eddie.
We go here to the bottom of the ninth inning. New pitcher in for the Mustangs as Jace Jorgensen comes in. He is coming in here to try to get the win for the Mustangs. So he will see the top of the lineup in green, O'Neill, and D.G. Jacinto. Again, Renegades trail by a 7-4 margin here, so they got to push 3 runs across to tie it up. Go to extra. 4 would win in walk-off fashion. 4 runs were plated in the last half inning for the Mustangs. The Mustangs tied it up at 4 apiece and then took the lead.
From Tyrone, Georgia.
So again, we go to the top of the lineup. And P.J. Green leading things off here. So Green steps in. He had a 2 RBI, game-tying 2 RBI double his last time up. He's trying to get a rally going for the Renegades. First pitch, swinging and a miss for strike 1. He's got a 2-for-4 day. He will step back in here. Count sitting 0-1. Jorgensen's next delivery, that one sliced foul. So Green will be down in the count at 0-2. So count sits, no balls, 2 strikes. Oh, 2 delivery. That one a little outside. So count sits 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strike count. That one outside, ball 2. So now we're even at 2-2. So count sits 2-2. Jorgensen looking back in. 2-2 delivery. That one's going to hit him. So Green is hit by pitch. So he'll go to first base. Now this will be center fielder and Braden O'Neill stepping in. O'Neill walked his last time up, had a double before that, and has 2 strikeouts. So he will step in here with a runner on first base. That tying run is now in the on-deck circle. The winning run is at the top of the stairs in the dugout. First pitch. That one in there for strike 1. So count sits, no balls, 1 strike. Oh, 1 delivery. That one a little outside. So now we're even at 1-1. So count even at 1 ball, 1 strike. Jorgensen looks in. Green's going to break for second. Pitch swung on and missed. The throw way offline. Green will head to third base. They'll give him the stop sign there. So count sits 1-2. So count sits 1 ball, 2 strikes on O'Neill. So O'Neill will step back in. 1 ball, 2 strike count. Next pitch. That one a little low, so now we're even at 2-2. In Green standing at second. He was hit by a pitch. Stole second, advanced to third on the E2. Jorgensen looks in. 2-2 delivery to O'Neill. Headed home. There's going to be a pitch fouled off. So we're still at a 2 ball, 2 strike count. D.G. Jacinto in the on-deck circle for the Renegades. So count sits 2 balls, 2 strikes. Next offering. There's going to be a bouncing ball. Third baseman will glove. He will throw to first to get the out there, but the run does come in and score. Renegades trail by 2 now at 7-5. So O'Neill is out number 1. Well, this is Alex DiGiacinto. So 1 out on the board. Empty base path out there. First pitch. That one in there, strike 1. So Milius in the on-deck circle represents the tying run. DiGiacinto would make it 1-run game. That pitch, that one way outside, gets past the catcher. So count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. In just about 7 minutes past 10 o'clock here on the Show Me Sports Network. Blake Gazaway here with you, bringing you play-by-play coverage of Renegades baseball. Glad you're tuned in. 1-1 delivery. That one in there for called strike 2. Don't forget, if you've not done so, we encourage you to click on that subscribe button. That helps us out, helps you find future broadcasts. You can find archive games, all kinds of good things, simply clicking on that subscribe button. 1-2 delivery. That one is low. They say he did not go around as they appeal it. Count even at 2-2. You can also click on that thumbs up icon. That's the like icon. That lets us know you're enjoying the broadcast here tonight. Do both of those things, you'll be rewarded with free Renegades baseball. 2-2 delivery. Swing and a miss for out number 2. So 2 outs on the board. And stepping in now, this is Ethan Milius. Milius steps in. He's playing at second base here tonight. He's got a 1-hit night. So he steps in. Meyer in the on-deck circle. He represents the tying run now. So 2 outs on the board. That one is a little high ball one. Yeah, Dwayne Cartese not quite in full season voice yet. 1-0 offering with 2 outs on the board. Headed home. There's going to be a pitch sliced foul. Now we're even at 1-1. So count sits 1 ball, 1 strike. Jorgensen looks back in. 1-1 delivery. That one is inside for ball 2. So count sits 2-1. So count sits 2-1. There's 2 outs on the board. 2-1 delivery. That one outside, ball 3. So now we're 3-1 as Jorgensen wants that baseball traded out. So count sits 3-1. Three-one offering to Milius. Headed home. There's going to be a bouncing ball. Second baseman will play it on a high hop. He'll throw to first to get out number 3 as that goes as a 4-3 out to end the inning. As in the inning, there were no runs. Sorry, there was 1 run. I forgot to write that down. 1 run on no hits, 1 error, and nobody left on the base path. The Renegades dropped this one by a 7-5 final as Renegades come up short here. They trailed much of the ball game, were able to come back and tie it up and take the lead. However, they give it up in the top of the 9th inning, give the lead up, and the Mustangs hold on to get the victory. As the Renegades, they drop their record to 8-10 overall, and for the Mustangs, they move their record to 13-1 overall. But that'll do it for our broadcast here tonight as the Mustangs best the Renegades by a 7-5 final, as that will do it for our broadcast. We'll be right back here in action tomorrow as the Carroll Merchants come to town for a 2-game stand, as they will play tomorrow and Wednesday here at historic Ernie Vivian Field against your Renegades. Those will be 7 o'clock first pitch time, so we'll have pregame about 6:45 or so. Again, that will be tomorrow and Wednesday. As that will do it for our broadcast until we talk to you tomorrow. Our pregame about 6:45, first pitch set for 7 o'clock. So long and have a great rest of your evening.
You've been listening to the biggest and absolute best game coverage in mid-Missouri on the exclusive home for Jefferson City Renegades baseball. The Show Me Sports Network, the Show Me Sports Network broadcast crew are the ones that know your Renegades the best. Exclusive coverage of Jefferson City Renegades baseball has been brought to you by Boone County Journal, Cassandra Gazaway, Mary Kay Independent Beauty Consultant, Country with a Heart, Eddie Goodell Society, Han Custom Laser Engraving LLC, Izzy Smith Homes, Remax Boone Realty, Last Sentinel Firearms, Retrieving Freedom, River Oak Christian Academy, Salter Loan Service LLC, Sawdust Studios, State Tech of Missouri, the Tin Roof Monogram and Gift, Walk Off Wood Bat Company, and Ren's Automotive. We hope you've enjoyed the broadcast. Join us anytime on the web at ShowMeSportsNetwork.com or find us on Facebook by searching the Show Me Sports Network. The Show Me
Serving fans throughout the Midwest and even more around the world. This is the Show Me Sports Network. The proceeding was an exclusive broadcast property presentation of the Show Me Sports Network and was a high-fidelity, all-digital broadcast. This broadcast is copyrighted by the Show Me Sports Network for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this broadcast without the Show Me Sports Network's written consent is prohibited.